All right, welcome Hornet fans, as we are live from Bulldog Stadium here in Whitehall, Arkansas, and we are set for some Week 2 action between the Whitehall Bulldogs and the Maumelle Hornets. And, I hope it doesn't keep doing that. Sorry, we got a little flicker in our camera. We'll work on that. But this is Maumelle Hornet Football, the Maumelle Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I am Steve Henson, and joined again tonight by my buddy Tyler Chenault. Tyler, how are you, bud?
Oh, man, it's a great day. Great day for some football. Great night for some football. Feeling pretty good compared to the last couple weeks, too.
Yeah, it is a great night. It was, it was a little cooler this morning. I got out here, started setting up, and I was like, what in the world? It's way too hot. But I'm pouring sweat in our little tiny box we got right here. But, hey, the hospitality by Whitehall has been great. We appreciate just having a spot, because the last time we were here playing a game here was a few years ago, and we got to set up in the center of those stands over there right next to the band. So I'm not going to complain about our locale here tonight.
Now, I will say maybe I'd be able to see a little bit more of the field if we were up in the stands, but besides that, it's pretty nice up here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being in the stands, honestly. It's not the end of the world, because you are right. I've got a little peephole I can look through here, and our producer, Kayla, is going to get a lot of me over her back for most of the evening, because I'm going to have to lean over the top of her. We're both going to have to lean over the top of her to be able to see anything tonight. So, but, hey, we're here. We're ready. We're going to bring it to you, and hopefully – I'm not going to jinx this by saying no technical problems tonight. I know that we've got a little flash in the camera. We're going to work on that. Hope that that's gone. And I will introduce you to the rest of our crew. Of course, Kayla Fletcher on production tonight, and Christian Webb is on our camera. We're going to run a one-camera system tonight. Then hopefully after the bye week, we'll be to two cams the rest of the way. About them, our touchdown sponsor, American Pie Pizza at 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. You can give them a call at 501-758-8800 or order online at ampiepizza.com. Score a touchdown with a Hog Wild Pizza tonight. Our first down sponsor is Acre Family Pharmacy, 9th Suite 101. You can call them at 501-274-1130 or visit them online at acrepharmacy.com. Be part of the family at Acre Family Pharmacy. Our penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing, 6109 Remount Road in North Little Rock. You can give them a call at 501-707-3548 or visit them online at piroofing.com. And don't get penalized on your next roof repair. Choose local. Call PI Roofing today. And our kickoff and halftime sponsors as we get ready for our kickoff, Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. 3 convenient Little Rock locations. Call them 501-214-0635 or visit them online at akelscarpet1.com. Kick off your next home improvement project by calling the experts at Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. And again, I'm Steve Henson, and again, joining me tonight is my buddy Tyler Chenault. So, and Tyler, I'll let you get your headset back on. And we are just about ready. We see our guys out there getting warmed up, and we were down on the field level early in pregame talking to the coaches, and I know Coach Maupin says that his team is locked in, and he's expecting a big night, especially out of that defensive line group against the squad here at Whitehall that is going to want to run the ball once, twice, 3 times, 4 times the rest of the night all the way through.
Yeah, he said there's going to be a lot of running, but he said that defense, they've been locked in all week, the whole team really, but coming in from morning film, he said they've been locked in, they're ready to go. They know what's expected of them. They know what to expect on the field, so he's expecting to see a big game from the whole team, but especially from that defensive front against the run.
Now, we got a few people watching right now on the live stream. You guys make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I was going through all of our some of our analytics on the stream the other day, and I realized that like 70% of the people that watch our streams don't subscribe. Now, I could understand that a lot of the people may not have an actual YouTube account. They're just clicking the link, finding their way to YouTube, doing their thing. But if you've got a YouTube account, or if you don't, make one. It's free. It's no big deal. It's not good. It's not any harm to you. But the great part about being subscribed is every time we go live, you're going to know about it. You'll be notified. And in those times, we've had a couple of games already where we've had some technical issues. If we go off, you're going to be notified as soon as we come back up. So you guys make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. It helps us out tremendously. And we're third in the standings for a subscriber base behind Robinson at number 1, Mills at number 2. We're sitting at number 3, so we need to pick those numbers up anyway.
And we know we've got the best fan base, so let's make sure we show it on the subscriptions. And then make sure to hit that alert bell, too, so that you do get alerted once you subscribe, every time we go live. But looks like we're going to kick off, start on defense, and see how locked in we are for this first series.
Yeah, I've got the live chat and everything up, so you guys make sure you hit us in the live chat as well. Let's have some fun there. Keep it clean, but have fun. I know Whitehall does have a stream, but I know we've probably got some Whitehall fans who've become accustomed to the games that we have done here, between whether it was us or Mills and Robinson last year. So we've had a couple of crews here already, and now we get the friendly confines of this fantastic facility here down in Whitehall. So again, looking forward to this one. We are just how far away are we from kickoff? I'm going to lean over your back. 2.5 minutes. Okay. As the Bulldogs make their way out. And I almost felt like we needed to be in a separate booth where you could get from 50-yard line that way, I get 50-yard line this way. You could play-by-play that direction, I'll do this direction.
We could at least cover the whole field in that case.
Yes. Yeah, anything going to, I guess our south is going to be a bit of an issue. I'm going to have to do some leaning, so we're going to be fighting over this space right here.
I've got a corner of the south. I've got the right corner of the south end zone, so.
Yeah, and I remember specifically last year, this game again between Mills and Whitehall was a lot of fun. And by the way, I'd be remiss. I haven't there yet, but obviously a huge tragedy over the last 6-8 months here in Whitehall. Ben Reddix passes away in just a horrible situation, and then of course the situation with Ryan Mallett, the head coach, former Arkansas Razorback. And really, really tough situation there. We'll be honoring Ryan tonight. We've got a logo that's going to be on our screen. And we're excited about that, as we'll have the RM15, and it's in the colors of the University of Arkansas as well as in the black of Whitehall. And it's just our little way of being able to honor Ryan and his life. And, I never had a ton of opportunities to visit with Ryan. I know when he was at Mountain Home, we did a game between them in Parkview and had an opportunity to chat with him. And then last year, when I came here to set up for a Whitehall game, I was able to spend a few minutes with Ryan. And man, just his personality, everyone knows the personality of Ryan Mallett and who Ryan was, and just a sad situation. And I know this community is grieving, and there's been a lot that's happened since then, but this is a squad that is trying to find a way past those tough times that they've dealt with over the last year.
Yeah, man, I coached with a guy that played with Jarius Wright in high school, so, he got to know Ryan Mallett really well. Again, like you said, couldn't talk about how good of a dude he was. And he had some little kids, the guy I coached with, and Ryan, he was great with the kids. And, he was great with the kids here. So, it's a big-time loss. Me and my family were actually down there in the same area whenever that happened. And it really, it hits home just how quickly that could happen, and how quickly you can lose somebody that's special to you. So thoughts and prayers with everybody that knew Ryan and loved Ryan.
It's funny, the last memory that I never forget, there was a play where I think it was a 4th down that they didn't convert, and I look over and Mallett just slams the clipboard down. It crushes into a bunch of pieces on the sideline. And then from that point forward, Whitehall went on like a 38-0 run and just wiped the field with us after that. So here we go. We got the kickoff, and we'll be returnable. A little fight over it there. That's number 8, Jamarion Black with it. Black's got some room, going to be tripped up by Worsham at the 33-yard line. And that's where Whitehall will start this possession, and fortunately they're going to start it right in front of us.
Yeah, we can see this part of the field easy.
So, again, talking with Coach Maupin, this is a Whitehall team. They come in 1-1. Big win over Sheridan to open the season, and then a loss, I believe, to Warren last week. So, at quarterback, it will be Noah Smith. Smith really did well against us last year running the football, and so we'll see if they stick to that. They will hand it away. No, Smith kept it. He's got a big hole up the middle. Ball's on the ground, though, and Smith is able to pick it up, as that football can bounce funny sometimes. That one bounced right back up to him.
Yeah, Coach Maupin said Smith, throwing the ball was a little iffy last year. He said he's much improved throwing the ball, so he can hurt you with his legs and his feet now, so you got to make sure that you stay on top of it. And, again, do your job, just like against Batesville last week. Don't get sucked down, especially if you're the defensive backs. Play your position and do your job first.
Yeah, Jaden Smith is the running back. So we'll have 2 Smiths in the backfield. That won't get confusing. They'll give it to Jaden this time. And he lost the ball, and Maumelle's going to fall on it as Timmons picks it up back at the 38-yard line, and the Hornets force the first take.
Defense can keep that ball on the ground and force some more turnovers. That'll be big.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the situation for us. Let's definitely hold on to that football.
And Whitehall coaches just chunked that ball, so we're not using that one anymore. Maybe it was a little slick.
They did not like that one. All right, so the Hornets will take the field. I'm going to have to kind of cut you off here a little bit, Tyler, so that I can see as Andrew Bjork will bring his squad out. He'll have Worsham at running back with him. It'll be Timmons as well as Barham on the far side of the field. Frost to the short side of the field.
You got a flag, I don't know. Delay a game.
Delay a game to start the possession.
Not what you want to see. You had a quick turnaround there, hoping to keep that momentum. Scooting you back 5 does hurt that a little bit.
All right, so Bjork, he's got it this time. He'll step back into the pocket, going to step up, throws it up top. He's looking for Timmons, who goes up. If he's got a foot in bounds, it's a catch. And it is a catch at the 47-yard line. What a play by Alan Timmons.
Man, Timmons, he was covered over the top there, so Bjork had to take a little bit off of it, put some air underneath it, let Timmons just go make a play, and Timmons did exactly that.
So Bjork gets the snap. This time he'll give it to Worsham. Worsham trying to work the left side. Oh, nice
Good
move.
blocking.
Across the 40, gets the corner. 30, 25, going to try to cut inside. He's going to step out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Another big gain for the Hornet offense.
Yeah, man, and really, really good blocking there by your receivers on the edge. Worsham makes a guy miss, able to get to the edge. He's got 3 receivers right there blocking their.
Now, and so Bjork with Worsham to his left. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. They'll go to Worsham with it. Worsham makes the first man miss in the hole. Worsham making something out of nothing again. Gets around the corner. Another broken tackle inside the 11, but we've got a PI roofing penalty back at about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, it's definitely in the spot of holding. Yep.
So that will be holding on the PI roofing penalty. So that'll back the Hornets up 10 yards.
There's Worsham again. We talked about it all last week. Okay, these athletes, these skill players make guys miss. It takes more than one guy to take them down. Worsham was dead to rights there in the backfield, made 21 there for Whitehall miss, and was able to make something positive, even though the penalty's going to bring it back. But still, you love to be able to see guys make dudes miss early.
Yeah, Worsham just, it was funny. I was kind of going through some of the comments from our folks last week, and I know that Jaden's parents and family are very excited about what Jaden's doing out on the field as we are, and they were trying to they were lobbying for him to be player of the game last week. He's starting off good here. Bjork fakes the little out pass to him, and now Bjork's making some men miss, dragging some guys with him as he'll get down to the 24-yard line. A nice little gain there on first down.
Here comes a late flag there. Don't know.
We got another one.
Another one. And he's pointed at a Maumelle guy.
So it looks like this may end up being offsetting, assuming the first one's on Whitehall, or they may both be on us. And now maybe one of them, I wonder if this will be a situation where both of them get applied because one is during the play and one was post-play. If so, that is one heck of a way to kill a drive.
Oh, yeah. It makes it extremely difficult to keep anything going.
So right now it's still first down.
Couldn't tell what happened on the first one. Have no idea. But the second one definitely was on a Maumelle player.
So we got a personal foul on the Hornets.
Oh.
It looks like that's going to be it. I don't know that they're going to apply the second one. So they'll back 15 more. So after a great start to a drive, the Hornets a hold and now a personal foul on our PI roofing penalties. Backs us up to the 41-yard line, it looks like. Now our officials are still trying to figure out exactly where it's going to be stepped off to. Now let's see. We're going to get an explanation from our white hat. So an unsportsmanlike call on the Hornets.
Well, so now they're doing the second.
Okay, so they are going to walk them both off. So the first one walked off to the 39. The second one's going to walk off all the way back into Maumelle territory as we go back across the 50. Back to the 46-yard line. And it'll be first down all over again, or it was second down? Should be second. It is. Second down and a long way to go. We need the 11-yard line of Whitehall for a first down. Bjork, he fakes it. He's going to keep it and go to the left. Got a lot of room. Good block by Newell. Bjork's making some men miss. Runs a guy over at the 35. Falls forward to the 33-yard line. Bjork gets up, flexing. That's a good gain on second down to make this third down a little more manageable. To be third, I say manageable, to be third and about 20 now.
Yeah, James Thornton for Whitehall took Bjork down, but I'm pretty sure that Bjork made the hit there, and he just happened to fall down with James Thornton.
Well, actually, the 33-yard line, so it'll be third down and 22.
Gotta think it's 4-down territory here with,
And now they're going to throw it. Got Newell on the slant. Newell tripped up inside the 25. That's close to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be the 23-yard line. So a 10-yard gain on the play is going to bring up 4th and 12.
Not too often in the first quarter do you see a team go for it 4th and 12, but we think outside the 20 where they're not in comfortable range to kick a field goal, so you don't have much of an option here. Decides go for it 4th and 12.
Definitely no man's land. About a 40-yard field goal from here, and we haven't seen them attempt anything anywhere near that. Bjork claps. Crowd gets loud. Bjork going to step back in the pocket. Pumps, throws the slant, wants Frost. Caught it. No, dropped it. Wouldn't have had the first down anyway. So it'll be a turnover on down as Whitehall gets the defensive stop. And the Hornet defense will come back out on the field.
Yeah, obviously an extremely tough possession. They showed we can move the ball. Every time we snap the ball, we gained around 10 yards, right? When you get backed up with extra 30 yards because of penalties, it makes it extremely difficult to do anything.
Yeah, and then you add the hold in there too. So 40 yards of penalties on that drive, on a drive that at one point was into the red zone. So the offense back on the field for Whitehall. It'll be Smith and Smith in the backfield.
Smith and Smith.
That's going to be a false start. It has to be, as everybody went but the center.
Everybody moved but the center.
Speaking of false starts, did you happen to watch that football game last night?
I watched some of it. I didn't get to watch the second half.
Well, the word of the story of the game was I think it was their right tackle was he would false start on every single play, and they never called it. We were talking about head's got to be in line with the hip of the center. He was 2 yards in the backfield, and they weren't calling it. It was the craziest deal.
It's not a penalty unless they call it.
There you go. That's right. So Noah going to throw it. Got his man. That ball's caught. Hornets were on him. Can't make the tackle. Got to wrap up here. That's a big receiver, though, out to the 21-yard line. So they're going to get about 3 of the penalty yards back here. That was, I believe, Slater on that catch. No, 10? That was 10 on the catch. Chris Joe.
Yeah, had a lot of Hornets there. Jonathan Williams was your first one there. Bubba was your second. And then just the rest of them swarmed there and able to, those first two able to at least slow him down. He didn't want to go down, but you got enough guys there to help.
Yeah, Joe's a big kid. That's a tough receiver to get to the ground. So now Noah Smith, Jaden Smith to his left. Motion man's number 44. Noah's got it. He'll give it away to Jaden to the right side. He cuts back inside against the grain, got some room. And he'll get he'll get out to the 29-yard line, so a gain of about 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, bringing that GT counter, right? Getting a couple blockers. Frost did well, set an edge there. Looks like Bubba just maybe overran that cutback a little bit. That's what you're looking for, inside backer coming back on that GT. You got to be ready for the cutback. Stay on his back shoulder so you can make that tackle.
So now they'll move Jaden Smith to the right side as he discarded some tape from his wrists. Now he's going to follow Jaden to the right. Hornets swarm it up, trying to break him down. He's got a first down across the 35. So that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Those are plays that are tough, especially you got a running quarterback. You get so many bodies out there blocking, lead blocking. He had 2 offensive linemen. He had a running back, had a receiver out there. It's tough. You just got to stay in your lanes, and somebody's got to beat somebody. That's really how you can stop those plays. Somebody's got to step up and beat their guy.
We've got a whistle. I think we got an issue with number 10's tape on his.
It's all hanging.
Yeah.
Safety issue. Could get wrapped up around somebody else.
No, I think we had a PI roofing penalty. I missed with that. I think maybe the receiver was lined up. Maybe his tape was lined up offsides. I don't know.
It swung and then it crossed into the neutral zone, I guess.
I don't know. He's throwing his hands up. He's just as confused. But the PI roofing penalty makes it 1st and 15. Oh, a bad snap. Noah Smith kept it up the middle, runs the guy over. I think it's Jonathan Williams that took the worst end of that. Noah Smith picks up about 9 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
That's going to be tough to stop. Noah's extremely patient riding that read, right? Trying to decide whether he's going to get it to the other Smith. And as patient as he is, it's difficult for the defense to kind of make a decision. So really tough to stop. Got to make sure that you're in your spot and doing your job again.
They'll use motion here as Noah Smith's got it. Goes up the middle. Jonathan Williams, the first man through, makes the tackle.
Jonathan walked up for the blitz there. So we're getting tired of you running the ball. We're going to send some pressure at you, see if you can stop it. And he came unblocked, able to make a good play in the backfield.
Hornets make some changes here as that is going to be Joe Mason into the game as they're going to go with a little more athletic ability in the center. It was 74 Elias Garcia, just a 6'4", 345-pound young man who came off the field. I know they'll do a little jet sweep. Going to go to the right side, and it is bottled up. Nice play there. 55 is Caden Sherman, and it is bottled up. Nice play there. 55 is Caden Sherman on the tackle.
That's one of those. It's actually a completed pass, so that is a completed pass. He tossed it forward, but still only for a gain of 1. Brings up 4th down. Looks like we're going to see a punt.
We'll bring on the punt team. Their punter, number 18. That is Wyatt Golden. Golden is a quarterback, so you got to watch here. He's the backup quarterback. Keep an eye out for the fake. Back to return is going to be Jonathan Frost. Golden's got it. Gets the kickoff. It's a good kick. Frost got to retreat back inside the 20. Catches it at the 14. Trying to outrun him, and a great tackle. Number 15, that is Jace Johnson on the tackle. A good play there by the Bulldogs.
Frost almost makes a guy miss. And we've talked about it, but he just got tackled by that first man. But had he made that one miss, he had some room.
So defense ruling the way here. Whitehall's first possession, 2 fumbles. The second one recovered by the Hornets. Hornets' first possession had promise, but 3 big penalties. Backed us up 40 yards and ended any hopes in that drive. Stopped by the Hornet defense, forced a 4th down. They're going to get the ball back inside the 15-yard line, though, as they're going to start this drive. Looks like at the 13-yard line, I believe, is where we're at. It's really hard to see over there. I'm going to have to watch from the porthole. Bjork's got it, and he'll keep it. Faked it to Worsham. Bjork's going to be bottled up this time. No gain on the play. The Whitehall defense was not fooled there by the read option.
Yeah, Bjork had the option, but he had the pullers going to his side, so more than likely he's going to keep it right there. Defensive end for Whitehall played it really well, made him have to pull it, and didn't have anywhere to go on that right side.
Worsham still your running back. He's been in the backfield the whole time. Is now Bjork giving instruction to the offensive line. He'll clap. Gets the snap. Fakes it to Worsham. Going to go to the left side looking for Timmons. Timmons makes the catch and is taken down just across the 21-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yep. Yeah. Really good by Timmons there to make the catch and protect himself. He had a guy right on him. He gets the ball, and he's able to cover up because a hit was coming from number 1 for Whitehall there.
This might be the craziest way I've ever had to try to call a game. I'm not going to lie. So Bjork on 3rd down and 2. I can't tell. Is that Worsham still at running back? That's where they'll go with it. Trying to get up the middle. I think he's got the 1st down. He needed the 23. Looks like he got the 24.
Yeah, he got it. And they had a tackle over here on the left side, so you would have assumed they're going to try and run left where they had those extra offensive linemen, but really just took it up the middle. That's all he needed, right? He knew he needed 2 yards, 3 yards. He got those 2 and 3 yards. Get an extra set of downs.
Really good group. We've got up over 60 currently watching. Let's get that up over 200 tonight.
Still got an extra... Maybe an extra got an extra offensive lineman on the right there. Look, he's playing tight end, but he's a 60-something number.
We're under center. This is different. They'll give it away to Worsham, and Worsham is bottled up. No gain on the play. I don't think I've seen us go under center one time.
Under center, extra offensive lineman. Looks like they're trying to establish the run, but it hadn't worked just yet. Bringing back in the skilled guys. Yep, and there goes that offensive lineman. It's going to be a little bit more back to what we do.
Again, that's big Elias Garcia, 6'4", 345-pound sophomore.
Trying to get that sophomore some snaps, see what he can do.
Think about that. Jalen Harris is also a sophomore at 6'7", 375. John Hamilton, another sophomore at 315 pounds. Bjork gives it to Worsham. Worsham trying to get around the corner. Gets out of the first tackle. Will not get away from the next man as that's number 23, Kylan Davis, who runs him down at the 20-yard line. Going to be a loss of 5 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Hornets.
Just had too many guys coming after him. He's able to make a couple miss, but you can't make them all miss. Just they had extra dudes over there. It was tough. Bringing that big 3rd down. They're getting loud at the stands again.
Yeah, Mr. Make something out of nothing. Couldn't do it that time. Now Worsham will come off the field. Bubba Johnson will replace him at running back. Worsham slowly getting off the field here.
Down to about 7 seconds on the play clock. Got to get a snap off. 3, 2.
Now they send Johnson in motion. Bjork trying to throw to Newell. Newell comes back, makes a great catch. He's going to be shy of the first down. Looks like by about 2 yards as he got out to the 33-yard line. Looks like the Hornets are going to punt. I don't know.
They're bringing in their heavy package again.
Yeah, no, Timmons is going to the sideline here. They're not going to punt it. They're going to go for this.
Got the extra offensive lineman. Got Larry in there. I think, isn't that Larry's 33, isn't he? Yep.
Now Bjork with his hands up to the sideline, a little confused. I can't see the play. 13 on the play clock. Plenty of time here. Is now Bjork going to come across, give some instruction. Now down to 5 seconds. They're going to have to hurry to get this off. Bjork does get it off. They'll hand it away to Johnson. Johnson is hog-tied and thrown to the ground. Big 77. That is Samaj Walker who made that tackle in the backfield. And Hornets were lucky to not be called for a false start either way, as I think we moved a little early. But Whitehall stands up, gets the 4th down stop. And it'll be Bulldog football here at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, we know 77's their guy. That's who Coach Maupin said pregame. They're going to run it behind, let that guy be a road grader. But you got to make sure you get him blocked, get somebody in his way on offense too whenever you got 2 yards to go.
Yeah, that's a lot of body to block.
Maybe get a couple guys in his way.
So Noah and Jaden Smith in the backfield. They'll give it away to Jaden Smith. He's got a nice hole behind Big 78. Stumbles and is going to be pulled down inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That's a great run by Jaden Smith.
They're coming out. They're trying to punch you in the mouth running the ball, and it's finally starting to wear on them a little bit. Hopefully they can stiffen up here, especially in the red zone.
So 1st and 10 here. Now we got a whistle.
Timeout.
I think the Hornets called a timeout.
Yes.
Timeout for the Hornets here. This timeout will give me a minute to talk about our friends over at Akel's. Be sure to join us at halftime for our Akel's halftime show. And we thank our friends over at Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home, as they've been a great sponsor of ours for the last 3 seasons on the Maumelle Sports Network. Make sure to kick off your next home improvement project by calling the experts at Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. You can call them at 501-214-0635 or visit them online at akelscarpet1.com.
I think that's a good timeout there by Coach Maupin. They're down in the red zone now. Struggled to stop the run a couple of times. Make sure we get them all on the same page, get their heads in the right place to be able to come and play some defense, and at least see if you can't hold them to a field goal here, depending upon, how comfortable they are with their field goal kicker.
All right, so 1st and 10 here for Whitehall after the Hornet timeout. 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to give it to Noah Smith. Kept it as he pulled it out of the belly of Jaden. And Noah's going to get about 8 yards down to the 6-yard line.
Read option, make the defense wrong. You've got an option there, and your idea is to make the defense wrong. And the longer you can wait, the better chances you are.
Now this time they'll give it to Jaden Smith. He stutters around in the middle of the pile now trying to push forward. The Hornets are going to hold him up and bring him down at the 2. They give him the 1-yard line, but that'll be enough for a first down. Another Acre Pharmacy first down.
Looks like Whitehall's running in more of their heavy package, running in some more blockers rather than their skill players.
Now new running back into the game. That's number 23, Kylan Davis. That's where they go with it. Kylan over the left side. Gets stood up at the goal line, but falls over for the touchdown. That'll be an American Pie Pizza touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, ran it over there to the left. That's where they brought in all those extra bodies. They had extra bodies on the left side of that offensive line, and that's where they ran behind their big boys.
So they wait for a holder, unless they're going to do the drop kick. The holder's Jaden Smith, so they're waiting on Jaden to get out there. Kick is up and good for the Bulldogs. That'll make it 7-0 Whitehall here with 12 seconds left in the first quarter.
Gotta hope when you get the ball back here, you can kind of redo what you had started on that first drive before penalties derailed it. Got to make sure get back in that flow, start moving the ball a little bit, see if you can't respond.
Yeah, the Hornets haven't trailed much ever. I think this is the first time we've trailed all year, right? Yeah, never trailed the Sylvan Hills, never trailed last week. Or no, we did. Did we trail 3-0 to start that game? No, my brain's not working.
Because they got the ball first and they broke
Kicked
the shutout
the 43-yard field.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. So it was 3-0 at one point. Yeah. Haven't trailed by a touchdown.
I haven't trailed much at all. Again, 3 points was it. This is the biggest lead anybody's had on us this year.
But again, a good opportunity to see what you can do. How can you respond? How can you come back from something that hasn't happened to you yet this year? How are you going to respond as a team?
So Newell and Worsham back to return here. Kickoff man is number 25. That's Zane Davis for Whitehall. Davis's kick with a cannon. Newell's going to return it. And we got a whistle. I think that was an inadvertent whistle. Everybody kind of stopped. Newell did not. Now Newell makes a man miss across midfield all the way out to the 49-yard line. And I think we're going to have to redo this play as the officials are going to talk. But there was definitely a whistle somewhere in there. I'm not sure what happened. There was no doubt a whistle. I heard a whistle. Did y'all hear a whistle?
100%,
okay.
100% an inadvertent whistle. Not too long after the cannon shot off.
Everybody kind of slowed down. Let's see what Coach Vincent's out there for Whitehall. I'm curious how they're going to work this out. I think our white hat lost his whistle. I think that's actually what it was because I think he came back and retrieved it back around the 32-yard line. Now he's going to go over and have a chat with Maupin.
The thing with inadvertent whistles is typically you replay the play, no matter what happened, whether it was good or bad for one team.
They had to put 7 seconds back on the clock if that's the case.
I think Maupin's pointing at the cannon. You went kick, cannon, whistle.
Yeah, and I'm curious on the cannon situation. Is that allowed during play?
You wouldn't think. And then also, the cannon scared Caleb here 3 or 4 times. Maybe it scared the white hat a little bit, made him blow his whistle.
I think that's because his whistle ended up on the turf.
If production stops.
So we are going to kick this off again. They need to put 7 seconds on the clock. I don't know that our officials realize that. There should be 12 seconds. They're not going to make any adjustments to our clock. Okay, they gave us 2. It should be 12. That's where we were when we started.
You can open your peephole and you can tell them.
I think you're in peephole control right now. All right, so we'll try this again.
Is the cannon going to shoot off again?
Probably. They are. They got a lot of cannon shots to make tonight. They don't shoot the cannon this time. Now Newell's going to return this one from the 4-yard line. Newell, no inadvertent whistles, goes to the right side again. He's got room again. Out across the 40, across the 50. Face mask. Give me the face mask. Woo, sure looked like he had him by the face mask. Hornets are going to get better field position out of this after it's all said and done, as Newell gets pulled down inside the 45-yard line. And I think that's what Coach Maupin's arguing for right now. And I thought for sure that was a face mask at the end of that play.
And Coach Maupin, he was complaining about the inadvertent whistle earlier because he had a good return, but Newell said, I don't need the whistle. I'm just going to make a play.
We're going to give our guy Christian Webb great credit up there. He's doing a great job on our camera. Do what? Oh, are we? Oh, yeah, I guess it is the end of the first. Sorry, I forgot where we were. We were supposed to have time on the clock. Okay, so that's going to do it for our first quarter of play. We'll be back right here on the Maumelle Sports Network with more Hornet football. Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800. Order online at www.ampipepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza. So they brought this back.
Must
have no, sorry. No, we didn't. We flipped sides. I am not here tonight, guys. Man. Okay, so it'll be Hornet football from the 46-yard line. Bjork and Worsham in the backfield. Bjork gives it to Worsham. Nice push by the line. Worsham going to be hit hard at the 40-yard line. As he'll get 6 on that play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 as they try to unpile.
I talked about a response after giving up that touchdown. Newell, he gave you that first spark, right? He responded, and a good little 6-yard, 7-yard run there. It's another good response. Let's see if they can keep rolling, keep some momentum going on their side.
Yeah, think about it, the game Elijah Newell had last week. I don't know that he can match it this week, but if we can get 3/4 of that, that's where they go with it. Newell with a blocker in front of him is Hilliard. Newell's got the first down inside the 30 as he delivered the hit down to the 30-yard line of the 28. That was James Thornton who came up to try to make the tackle.
Yeah, Thornton's been there. Thornton's made 3-4 tackles already. He laid one good hit, but then the other ones have kind of came to him, but he holds on. He makes the tackle.
So that was enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. They wind the clock. 11:13 to go in our first half. Bjork kept it. Trying to spin away. Couldn't quite get away from the next man. He made the right decision. Just couldn't quite get away as Whitehall defended that one well.
Yeah, and he made the right decision. And we had a guy, an offensive lineman for the man that ended up making the tackle. And he makes good contact early, but he loses him. And he slips and is able to make the tackle. So we had enough guys there for the block, for the play. Just couldn't hold on to that block.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Hornet offense trying to get something going here. Got it, looks left. Now going to have to step up. Got Walker all over him. Got a PI roofing penalty flag on the field as well.
You're getting an illegal cut block.
And Samaj Walker was ready for Bjork to try to come up the middle.
Can't see you. I think Worsham number 11 coming on a blitz off the edge, and he goes low. And you can't cut block once you stand up in high school. Offensive linemen can cut block as long as they don't pop up. The running backs, they can't do that.
It's a good catch there, Tyler. That's why we have Tyler on the broadcast. The smarts of Tyler Chennault. We're going to have to give you your own segment.
We'd have to keep Steve quiet long enough for somebody to get a whole segment.
Yeah, I think that's the real reason why Andy didn't come back. He never could get a word in.
You just gotta be strategic about whenever you get your words in.
Hey, I try to shut up more now.
You gotta take a breath every once in a while.
Quick update: Sylvan Hills leads Benton 7-0 in the first quarter. No Braylon Russell for Benton in that game, and I think they're down to their 3rd-string quarterback as well. So Sylvan Hills could get a big upset. Now Bjork. Roll left. Bubba Johnson out there with him. Throws it up. Got Timmons out there. Then he put just a little too much air under it as Timmons couldn't run it down. And now we got a late PI roofing penalty. I think this is going to be on Whitehall.
I think we're going to get 15 here. 56 for us. John Bishop, he ended up on the ground late. And he's kind of looking around like, what just happened? And I think 66.
I think it was
Whitehall.
21.
One of those two guys that are kind of on that left side. They're talking to 21 now. Maybe it was 21.
Yeah, 21's the one that turned around immediately and kind of threw his hands up. Yeah, personal foul. And 21, that is Marshawn Jordan, the junior, will get called for that. So 15 free for the Hornets, and that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
I mean, that's huge. It was 3rd and 12. Had an incomplete pass. It's 4th and long again. Again, we're probably still in go-for-it territory, but now you don't have to worry about it. Now you get a 1st and 10 in the red zone. That's big. We gave up 30, 40 yards on our first possession. It's time we got one of those back.
Much needed for sure.
That was a tough ball for Bjork. He's rolling out to his left. You hate to see a right-handed guy have to roll out to his left and try and make a ball. It was almost there, but that's a really hard ball to throw.
And so Newell's your receiver here to the near side. 3 receivers to the far side. Bjork, quarterback draw all the way, but he ran into 2. Oh, and got hammered. Boy, what a hit. As Bjork tried to spin away, and that's 21, who was just called for the personal foul as Jordan comes in It makes a big stick there, and it was legal.
Yeah, spin moves, you got to be very careful about trying to throw a spin move out there when you're still in the middle of the field. There's a lot of guys flying that are gonna eat that spin move up.
So 2nd and 9, and now they're bringing the size of Cato Hunter, so I would at least be looking for possibly a fade here to the right side.
Gonna see a back shoulder over here.
We'll shift everything to the left side.
They got him alone. He's all alone on an island.
You got to figure out Hornets kind of having a struggle getting lined up.
8 seconds.
Now they've got everybody set. It's Timmons and Hunter to the right side. Now they're going to split Worsham out there as well. And now cleared it out for Bjork to try to run it, but Whitehall was ready for it. Whitehall saw that one coming from a mile away as Bjork gets inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Third.
Third. I looked up and saw the number, and they hadn't changed it yet.
It's a big 3rd down, and again, we've talked about with our kicking game, you feel like, I don't know where they're comfortable to kick it from. I think they're getting close, but you never know if this, again, could be 4-down territory, especially being down by a touchdown.
That's a question we got to remember to ask Mop next time we're down there.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 6. Bjork's got it. Fakes the handoff, throws, got his man. Hunter makes the catch. Oh, he couldn't break it.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, he lost the ball. Whitehall picked it up. They're running it back, and they're going to say he was down.
Side judge is saying he's down.
Yeah, side judge said he's down by contact at the 4, and that's a huge break because it's going to be an Acre Pharmacy 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Hornets.
And he said down. He didn't say incomplete either. He says he caught the ball. He was down before it popped out, so I will take it.
Yeah, it looked for sure to be a clean catch. I just wasn't – I didn't follow the finish of the play, but it's a 1st and goal after the Acre Pharmacy 1st down.
Yeah, all I could see through the porthole was the ball coming out, so I don't know.
Yeah. And I can't tell his back was to us, but from the delayed look I got, it looks like he was down. At least that's my biased opinion.
Great call, great call.
Now Bjork gets it, and he'll give it to Newell. He's in the backfield. Newell trying to get outside. Under a man, dives forward, and get him 6. Elijah Newell, the American Pie Pizza touchdown. Somehow, some way, he found his way to the end zone there.
And when Steve says under a man, 100% right. He went under a man to get into the end zone.
That was wild. He was dead to rights, and Elijah Newell, he's doing his best make something out of nothing play there as he finds his way to the end zone.
How many times have we talked about making those first guys miss? He made the first 4 miss and went under the 5th.
So Cooper Forrest on to try the extra point to tie things up.
Huge possession there.
Snap, kick is up, and it is good from Forrest. And we are all tied at 7 with 8:33 to go in the first quarter.
They got that long number 11 coming off the edge there to block. If he lays out flat rather than jumping up, there's a chance he gets to it. Got to make sure we at least get him extended out some more, lengthen that edge.
Sorry, I'm updating X over here. That's so hard to get used to saying X instead of Twitter.
I mean, I've caught myself saying it to a couple people a few times, and you just see their faces like, what are you talking about?
Like, what is X?
You're like, oh, yeah, is that what it's called now?
Right. Trying to pull double duty over here. We'll get you some updates from our other PCSSD schools. I know that, as I said a minute ago, Sylvan Hills is up early on Benton. That game is 7-0 at last check. And let's see. Jump over to the Mills Sports Network, see how things are going with those guys. Mills leads BB 7-0 with just under 10 left in the first half. Low-scoring affair there, a little surprising.
Mm-hmm.
This kickoff to the left side, and it is going to be picked up surprisingly.
Oh.
Makes a man miss, trying to get across. Lost the ball, ball's out, and let's see. Hornets got it, Timmons picked it up, and that's Maumelle football. What a play. So Hornets take away for the second time tonight.
Man, I lost the ball once. I saw it come out, and then it was gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know how Timmons ended up finding it, but he ended up standing up with it and ran a couple of yards.
Yeah, it looked like it was just pinballing around in there. I couldn't see where it went after it came out. And now I wonder if that was – so Forrest is getting a lot of love over there on the sideline. I don't know if he's the one that caused the fumble.
I think they'd love the kick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Maybe it's just the kick.
He put it exactly where they wanted it, right there up against the sideline where they're not sure if they need to catch it or not because it's going to go out of bounds. But that's what, you got that directional kick. You got all your kickoff guys going that direction to keep him in. So it's a really good kick right there. If you can't make it in the end zone, you got to do something.
Yeah, I was surprised they picked it up to return it. It was really right at the sideline. So 4 seconds, they're going to have to get this snap off in a hurry. Bjork saw it. They do. They'll snap it. Bjork looking to his right. Wanting to go deep. He wants Newell. Instead, he's got Frost. Frost got a step and couldn't stay in bounds. He caught it, but well out of bounds.
And just maybe took one more little hitch step too much, and Frost had a weight on it. Just wasn't sure if it was going to really develop how he wanted it to, so he stayed patient. And then again, he put it somewhere that only Frost could get it. Don't underthrow the guy where you're going to have an interception. So it was a good ball that he had a chance to get to, and it was really close.
Yeah, to your point, it looked like Andrew kind of hesitated a couple times. He took an extra little pump fake and kind of threw the timing off there at the end of that. Update from Sylvan Hills as Benton has tied that game up with 7:06 to go. Benton just scored 7-7 with 7:06 to go in the first half. Now Newell in motion. They fake it to him. Bjork's going to follow his man. Found some room across the right side. And a man took a ride with him as that was Marshawn Jordan. Bjork falls forward. He got about an 8 on the play to the 22-yard line. It'll be third and 2.
Every time he runs the ball, he's taking a beating, but he still runs the ball hard. And I really like that quarterback draw more than what we've done previously. He turned to throw that bubble, and we've hit that bubble a few times.
Now, they'll give it away. Newell this time. Newell gets stood up and back the line of scrimmage to the 22-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down for the Hornets.
That Whitehall defense is really stout in the middle. Been tough to get anything going between the tackles. So, it's interesting to see what adjustments are made, see if you can get some misdirection, get them going the wrong way.
So 7:23 and counting here in the first. We're all tied at 7. It'll be 4th and 2, and you can hear the Whitehall stands getting loud. Andrew going to follow Newell. Newell took on a big hit. Bjork's got the first down. Breaks the tackle down to the 10-yard line, and that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down as Elijah Newell and Marshawn Jordan are exchanging pleasantries in the backfield.
Those are two dudes that you can tell they're definitely competitors. We know about Newell and then Elijah Jordan for Whitehall. You can tell he's a competitor, but it's good to see, just maybe some positive stuff there. Don't know what was being said, but at least it looked positive,
Yeah.
right?
I think Elijah said something about an Acre Pharmacy first down. And I'm sure he used that exact terminology.
Oh, no doubt.
He knows better. That's Newell in motion to the right. Bjork going to keep it right up the middle. Got some room. Trying to cut inside the 10. He does down to the 8-yard line. So give him about 4 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, another thing, we've talked about Bjork's, age and how well he's done for a sophomore. Just one more time, right? That run right there, extremely patient. Okay, patience is something you don't see in young guys. But he let his block set up. He took some time, and he didn't just try and get it north. He stayed behind his blocks and was able to get 4 yards because there wasn't a ton there, but he got everything out of it he could.
So 2nd and 6 here. They need the 2 for a first down. I believe that's the 2. It might be the 1. Tough angle. Fake it to Newell. Goes on the slant. Frost, couldn't bring it in. Got just off his hands. Good coverage there on defense by James Thornton for the Bulldogs.
Thornton for the Whitehall defense, maybe the smallest dude out there, but he's definitely made close to, if not the most plays for that defense, especially on the edge.
Thornton's a guy who's given us fits for the last couple of seasons. I remember calling his name a few times over the last few years.
Now he's helping with, now they're getting 5 alone over here.
Move Newell out there, and Andrew dropped it, and instead of, he's going to get it, I think. Hornets got a break because Andrew was going to try to pick it up and do something with it, and instead he almost had it taken right away from him on the ground. Instead he falls on the football, and now the Hornets are, we're gonna find out the range now, Tyler, as Forrest comes out to kick it.
Ball's on the 16. We've at least said for sure anything outside the 20 didn't think they were comfortable with, so we got right inside. Let's see what that leg looks like. Looked like Bjork, he was going to throw the bubble, or they were going to try the fade over here because you had Cato alone, one-on-one to try that fade.
This crowd's going to get loud. 5.5 to go in the first half. Snap's good. Kick is up. If it doesn't have the distance. It's going to be well short. That one comes down about 5 yards shy of the back of the end zone. And so the Hornets come away with no points on this drive. It'll be Whitehall football with 5:22 left in the first half.
Yeah, tough momentum swing there. You're moving the ball. You force the turnover first, and you're moving the ball. and then you kind of lose it. You can't underestimate how strong momentum is in a football game, especially a high school football game. So, defense needs to stand up here. Don't let it get away from them. Don't let that momentum go back to Whitehall, and at least keep it neutral.
I got to tell you, standing up there's the spot to be. There's an air conditioning vent right there. I was back here. I was like, it is hot back here. All right, so Noah Smith gets the snap. He's going to keep it, faked it, a nice play in the backfield. Who is that on the tackle?
That's Candler. Candler played that. That's how you play the read, especially with a team like this that's going to wait that long to pull it. You just attack the mesh. Don't stand there and wait. That's how initially, whenever all this stuff came out, defensive played it. They let that defensive end step up, wait, and make him make a decision. Now, you attack the mesh, especially if they're patient with it, and then it's too late once he does decide to make a decision.
All right, so Noah and Jaden in the backfield. Noah will keep it. He's going to throw this one. The Hornets going to say, no, he's not. Great play in the backfield. The Hornets swarm him under. BJ Beats back there. He's one of them. I can't see the other numbers.
I don't know. I know it was BJ.
I see a 2.
Candler was the third one there, so I don't remember. Couldn't tell who the second was.
If they'll ever turn. Oh, was that Frost? I think it was Jonathan Frost who was back there as well.
But see, get them behind the sticks, and they can't run that read option as much anymore. So play it right, play it effective, and you're going to get them where you want them defensively.
Yeah, this is right where you want Whitehall. 3rd down and long. They're going to try to throw looking left. He's got to scramble to his right. Takes off a lot of room to run. Timmons is the only hope to stop him. He's got the first down.
Man.
Noah going to go around as Newell forces him out of bounds across the 40-yard line. But a big gain there with Smith.
I know Coach Mop said Noah Smith can run. We hadn't seen him in the open field right there. He had some wheels.
Yeah, they're going to have to find somebody to spy him on those situations because nobody had him. I'm not sure.
Well, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was going to say, I was looking at Mop, and he's kind of trying to get some explanation or maybe tell his official that he's missing a hold.
Well, yeah, you lost your edge there, too. Your defensive end came inside, and he had room.
They want to throw it again. Noah, that looks like a hold. Got him, and they don't call it. Now going to throw it. Got a man open. That ball's caught. Now off to the races. That's number 2, Brandon Bell. Bell is going to be – he breaks another tackle. Bell still going inside the 35-yard line. But a lot of laundry on the floor, on the field here in the form of a PI roofing penalty.
Yeah, Jonathan Williams got blocked in the back there. That was a pretty easy one. Even though we missed the early hold, that was definitely a hold on, I think it was Joe Mason was kind of getting some pressure, and he got held up. But didn't throw that one, but they at least called the block in the back there.
We'll get that penalty walked off. They'll walk it back to the 45-yard line. It'll still result in an Acre Pharmacy first down for Whitehall. Sherman coming in the game as B.J. Beats will head to the sideline.
It's looking like if we can get them behind the sticks a little bit, make them drop back and throw it, we can get some pressure if we don't get held, right? And if we can get that called. But we can do that. We just got to, stand up early, especially on first down.
Yeah, they're throwing it a lot more on this drive. It's definitely a little change in their philosophy here on this. They ran it pretty much primarily the first couple of drives. Now they're looking to throw it. Throw it again as Noah looks to his right. He's going to scramble. Mason's right there. Mason's got him, trying to drag him down, trying to use the strength. That's a grounding play. It has to be intentional. There it is as the PI roofing penalty comes out.
You got the running back coach here. He's pointing at a guy that's 15 yards downfield as the intended receiver.
He tried. Give him credit. He's laughing about it, too. He knew it.
Looking at that guy, I think he was at North Little Rock the year before I moved up to the high school. He's a good dude, good running back coach. I think he played at Ouachita. He's a funny dude, too. And that doesn't surprise me one bit. He's pointing at a guy 15 yards downfield.
So they'll walk this penalty off. He tried. Give him credit for lobbying for it.
He's right there.
So all the way back to the 43-yard line. Now it shows 3rd down. Is that right?
I don't feel like it's second. Yeah. That's fine, but they can lose it down if we want them to.
Now Jaden Smith's got it. Jaden, nice moves in the hole.
I think Whitehall thought it was 2nd down.
Now it's quickly to 4th already as it's out to the 47-yard line. That still says 4th. What's the scoreboard say? They have it 4th as well. So
because they got a first down, even though they had the penalty, they were still past the sticks. First down, and then they threw it right there. We had the intentional grounding off first, so I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been 2nd. That should have been 3rd.
But
we've seen 3rd now. Yeah,
we've seen us lose downs, right? At least it's going the other way that time. Somebody else lost it down.
As a coach, is that not something that you have someone who keeps an eye? I mean, I know you don't necessarily have any.
And that's where I don't know who's calling the plays for them, right? But that's where typically that's why you like to have a head coach that doesn't call plays. Okay, because now he's trying to figure out what's he going to call next. In his head, he thinks he knows what down it is, but he's not checking the down marker because he's followed it himself. Okay, if you have a head coach that's not a coordinator, then he's able to check the down marker, know what's going on. There are some head coaches that can't give it up, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it makes it a lot easier as a head coach.
It's third down.
Okay,
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd be because they're not really even arguing it over here on the sideline.
Maupin's not arguing it. Maupin's just asking for a hold.
Yeah, and then to call the timeout. I was a little surprised, like, okay, they don't know it's fourth down because I don't know why you'd call a timeout when you're facing a fourth down and 19.
Yeah, it just makes it much easier to manage the game as a head coach if you're not. And he might not be. I'm not sure who's calling the plays for
Yeah, I
him,
don't believe Vincent's going to be calling the plays. I don't know who is, but I don't believe it's Vincent. Look at Candler off the screen. Jaden Smith's got it. Got room as Frost is trying to chase him down. They've got the first down. That's a great play call by the Bulldogs. Because now the fans aren't happy as Frost maybe gave him a little extra shove at the end of that play. No call, but that's enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
It's really good timing on a screen, but also, defensively, that's what you've got to expect. You've got to expect a deep shot, expect something tricky on third and long right there. So got to be ready, especially up front, not to think that you're getting that easy of a pass to the quarterback.
A good timeout call is what you're saying by Coach Vincent.
Oh, yeah, good. They're able to set up something good.
Now we've got some more issues, I think, with our scoreboard. I'm not sure what this conversation is. It looks like they're actually headed over to have a conversation with the Maumelle side. I'm not sure what this conversation's about. Whatever it is, everyone's in agreement. Or at least don't know that they have any other choice, and our White Hats back out to his position.
All right, so nothing happened.
So 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. And now to Noah Caput. BJ Beats, along with Elijah Newell holding on to his ankles, will bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
And again, Candler's almost there. He came a little bit too far upfield rather than getting flatter to attack the mesh, and he almost still could make the tackle with his length. But just a little bit, one too many steps upfield is going to put you in a tougher position.
2:25 to go. It's an important drive for Whitehall, obviously. Hornets get the ball after our Ankles halftime. They look for Jaden. Jaden's going to make the catch, trying to cut it upfield, and the Hornets are all over him. Great play if he can bring him down. As that's Frost, it's all over him. Now the rest of the Hornets get there to help as Jonathan Frost finishes it up with Elijah Newell. And now we've got a whistle. That's going to be a timeout, I think, here for Whitehall.
Yeah, we talked about it early. Okay, they've got enough blockers out there for players. Somebody's got to step up and make a play. Frost had a receiver right in front of him trying to block him, and he steps up. He makes a play. He gets a tackle for about a 5-yard loss. Instead, he's tired of it. He's not letting you get too many more yards on him.
So timeout here for Whitehall with 2:03 left in the first half. Of course, our penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing, located at 6109 Remount Road. You can call them at 501-707-3548 or visit them on piroofing.com. And I tell you, a lot of roof work happening right now. I don't know if you're aware of the storms that came through the same area, Rodney Parham and Shackleford and Breckenridge area the other day, the same spot the tornadoes hit in March. It looks like another tornado hit over there. There are trees down everywhere, all over that area of West Little Rock. I was actually at the Target there in front of, or out right there at Chenal when that stuff hit yesterday or the other day, and it was a wicked storm as it came through. So if you got any roof damage or new repairs needed to your roof, give our friends over at PI Roofing a call, 501-707-3548. So Whitehall comes out, 3rd down and 11 here. As Noah Smith has it. Smith going to throw the fade, throwing it deep. He's put too much underneath that one.
He knows it, too. He said he had him there, just overthrew him. Didn't put enough air underneath it.
Yeah, there you go. He put too much on it, not enough air.
Yeah.
As Kyan Weston couldn't quite run underneath it, and he was open. So he kind of got in between Frost and Cato Hunter.
Yeah, they found the hole in the defense there, behind the corner before the safety could get there. Just too much zip.
And we've crept up over 100 people watching, 130 now. So I need all of you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Click the share link and copy the link and share us out on your social media pages as well. Noah keeps it, going to go over the middle, got his man. Ball's caught, a nice move inside the 20 to the 18-yard line as Frost makes the tackle. But that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Bulldogs.
Little tight end pop pass. If you watched any Razorback football last year, you saw that in the red zone a few times. Fake the run, throw it to that tight end that sneaks out.
It was Joe on that one. 1:51 to go here in our first half. Whitehall trying to take the lead back. Noah's got it, looking over the middle. Oh, he had Jaden Smith, I think is who he wanted, but Jaden never looked back for the ball.
He didn't look back, and I don't know that he had a chance. They both ran into the ref a little bit. I think that was an attempt at a pick play, right? You're not using the offense to run the pick. You're using that ref that's in the middle of the field. It's a good design because that ref doesn't have anywhere to go if you start running at him.
He may have just thrown it just a hair early. So second down and 10. And now Noah looking. Pressure coming, got his man open. That's caught by Joe again. Joe trying to make a guy miss. Frost stays with him, but Joe keeping them legs moving inside the 10-yard line is where he's going to be brought down. Looks like they may spot him at the 11-yard line. We got a PI roofing penalty, though, way back here at the 24-yard line. I think this is going to go against Whitehall.
77's got his hands up. And Joe's got to come out because his hat came off. But that dude, he's got some leg drive. Those knees were getting up to his chest. That dude, he looks like he's a jumper. He looks like he may be a hurdler too.
And slippery. Like they were not pulling him down.
Looks like it's gonna be all for naught. You got Larry back here clapping his hands, and then Big 77 for Whitehall's got his arms up. Didn't do nothing wrong, Coach.
I'd say the defensive line's getting some pressure. They're just not quite getting home with it.
Maybe that's because they're getting held.
That may be a big part of it. So this will back it all the way back to the 29-yard line, where it'll be second down and 20. And Noah Smith looking left, going to throw it left, trying to go to the deep corner. Caught! Touchdown. What a throw and catch. There's Noah Smith. Found Braden Bell for the 29-yard touchdown pass.
It was a perfect ball.
That was the one they missed just a couple of plays ago, and that one he put it right on the money.
That's one that's tough to defend. You got to get pressure in his face, make that tougher on him. That was a good one. That's what you call dropping it in a bucket.
The extra point is up. It's good. And with 1:21 left in the first half, Whitehall takes a 14-7 lead.
It's tough to get momentum. You know, you got a minute 20 left. I'm not sure. We called one timeout, maybe you have two left. You got some time to, move the ball a little bit, at least get close to, stress them out and get some of that momentum back before you go into halftime.
Yeah, and again, just as big as it was for Whitehall there to get a score, it's pretty big for the Hornets to try to get down and score here. Obviously, get the ball after the half, but you'd like to be tied going into the half and getting the ball after.
See if you can't go 2 for 1. Looks like Whitehall, I think a lot of their good athletes might play both ways, and they seem a little gassed after that big of a drive. Maybe you can take advantage of it early.
We've not seen a team really be able to execute this well in the passing game against the Hornets, so this is a little different to see. And again, the Hornets trail. This is the latest in a game that we've trailed. So give Whitehall a lot of credit. This is a team with a lot of fight. I know last week, though, against Sheridan, they got down big early. They were able to come back and win that game. And then last week against Warren, I think they were tied at the half, and then Warren just kind of went off in the second half and ran away from them. So we'll see if the Hornets can repeat that here tonight as they trail 14-7. So ready to kick this one off. And it's a line drive kick. Going to be returnable as Newell picks it up at the 6-yard line. Newell out across the 20-yard line. Tries to cut in now outside across the 21. And going to be pushed out of bounds to the 25. We got a PI roofing penalty. I think they got Karsten Hilliard for a block in the back there. I think that's what that's going to be.
That's what it looked like.
It's going to make this drive significantly more difficult. I'm going to call a block in the back at the 26-yard line, I believe. Let's see where they walk this off from. So it Looks like they'll start this drive from the 15, possibly. They're blocking it back. Looks like they're walking it off from the 26. So, yeah, 1st and 10, just nose of the football, sitting on the 16-yard line for the Hornets. Again, reminder to join us for our Eccles halftime show here in just a few minutes. Bjork's got it. He'll fake the handoff. Goes to his left. That's caught by Frost. Frost got to make a man miss. He does. Out of bounds. I think he's got enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down, and he does as he's out to the 27-yard line.
It's a great way to start that possession. Get the 10 yards. You get those back from the block in the back. Also get out of bounds. Don't have to use a timeout, and don't have to even move too fast.
The Hornets have got 2 timeouts left. Now Bjork's got it. He'll fake it. Now he wants to run with it. Now he's looking to throw. He's got Timmons. Timmons makes the catch. Timmons trying to get around the corner, and he'll step out of bounds at the 32-yard line. We've got a PI roofing penalty on the turf.
It's maybe a hold, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's ineligible downfield. Doesn't look like we were exactly sure. I think it was supposed to be a quick pass. Yeah,
you're right. That's what I thought. As soon as I saw the flag come out, that's what I thought it was going to be.
Looked like it was one, your run pass option. Bjork pulls it, and I think he's supposed to throw it quick, but he wasn't comfortable with it. Whether a guy was covered, guy wasn't looking, and by that time your linemen are downfield, and it's too late to throw the ball.
A lot of Hornet fans in the chat right now. We appreciate all of you watching. You guys are enjoying it. So to make it 1st down and 15 now for the Hornets. Clock stopped at 53 seconds. Bjork want to roll right. Bubba Johnson picks up the blitzing man. Now Bjork going to load up, throws it deep for Frost. Frost got to come back, makes the adjustment. Tipped, intercepted. Going the other way is Whitehall with it. That's number 4, Kyan Weston. Weston's going to be hit at the 35-yard line and brought down. And a great play there by Braden Bell. And Weston, as Bell knocked it away, Weston picked it off. And Whitehall's in business at the 35-yard line with 36 seconds and a timeout.
You had double coverage there. Frost was behind his guy, but Bjork just couldn't get enough on it, and Frost tried to come back. Frost had a really good attempt there to at least get a hand on it, but getting that hand on it made it a little bit easier to pick it off, too.
Yeah, give Braden Bell a lot of credit as Bell was able to get just a little taller than Frost on that play. So Noah and Jaden Smith back in the backfield, trips receivers to the near side of the field. Smith wants to throw, looking left all the way. Here comes the pressure. Gets away from Mason, trying to run it inside the 20-yard line where he'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 after another Acre Pharmacy first down. And Noah Smith's got a little something to say to Frost as he comes off the field.
And Maupin's got to get frustrated with the defensive line there. You're getting pressure, but your edges are getting caught inside, and Noah's getting out there and has no problem. You got to keep a guy. You got to stay true on the edge. Can't let the guy get outside of you.
So 1st down and 10 here. Noah going to take off with it as the middle of the field opened up. Noah Smith, if he gets the corner, he's going to go. He's got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Whitehall. Another American Pie Pizza touchdown for the Bulldogs.
That time they're trying to drop back on you and throw the ball, but Noah just takes what you give him. Got stuff covered, but you're giving him lanes inside, lanes outside, and he's able to make it. And as we said early, wasn't as good of a ball thrower last year. He can throw the ball now, but he can still run the ball like he could last season too.
Snap, kick is up, extra point is good. And with 20 seconds left in the first half, Whitehall has built a 21-7 lead over the Hornets.
A couple of big flips there, big momentum swings. It's tough. 20 seconds, not a whole lot you can do. Probably going to try, but you're going to go in. Probably going to go into halftime down 2 touchdowns, see what adjustments you can make. You do, like you said, come out with a chance to put one on the board. You get the ball back after half. So hopefully you can kind of salvage some of it, make it a one-possession game again after that next possession.
So, boy, what a turn of events we've seen here at the end of the second quarter. A 7-7 tie. After the Hornets missed a field goal opportunity, they came up well short from about 33 yards out. A couple of touchdowns now here for Whitehall. Now they're going to squib this one. Going to be returnable. As that is Barham. Barham gets to the 40. A PI roofing penalty has thrown a big hit at the 46-yard line. That'll get the Whitehall sideline up, as that was number 46, Chance Denham, on the tackle. And we'll wait and see what the PI roofing penalty is. There may be a couple of them. There's one back at the 33-yard line. We'll see what this call is. It's going to be a hold on the Hornets. And Tyler, this might be one of those times where you just take a knee and get this thing to halftime and regroup.
Yeah, it's going to back you up again. Wouldn't be surprised how much time's left on that clock.
Yeah, 13 seconds.
Yeah, this is one where you might not even want to risk throwing another pick and a chance to return it back, but they're spread out.
I was going to say, you took your shot on the last possession, and it bit you. Let's see what they do here.
Moppin also doesn't strike me as the take a knee type of guy.
They won't. They're going to throw it to Newell. Newell makes the catch. Newell going to be knocked down. He does not get out of bounds, though. Clock continues to run with 8 seconds. And we got a late PI roofing penalty right here on the sideline.
That's going to be on Newell. I think is the guy, the defender that tackled him was kind of stepping over him to get out.
Now, a little
and
more.
I think he tripped the guy as he was trying to get over him.
And Coach Vincent is trying to calm his sideline down. We'll see what the call is. Seven seconds on the clock. So again, Whitehall's built a 21-7 lead. Now our White Hat will step back and we'll get this call. Be a dead ball personal foul on the Hornets. So another 15-yard penalty on the Hornets. What's that, 5 in this first half, I believe? 4?
It's not a good number.
It's something you got to clean up. You cannot do this on the road. And, of course, we're in this month-long stretch of being on the road. So they'll walk 15 off here. And, again, we'll see if now with 7 seconds left, if they do decide to be ultra-conservative here and just run the clock out. They've got Worsham in the backfield next to Andrew. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. And I believe that's Newell's our only one here on the near side. Now Andrew will throw it. Steps up into the pocket. Got a man coming behind him. Gets the throw off. And going to be caught. Nice catch out at midfield as the whistle blows. And that'll do it for our first half of play as Frost made that catch. After a half of play, Whitehall leads this one 21-7. Join us here in just a few minutes for our Ackles halftime show.
Labor Day sale at Ackles Flooring and Cabinets.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile.
cabinets, and more. Up to 50% off. Sales tax paid.
See store for details. At Ackles Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
for less.
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Labor Day sale at Ackles Flooring and Cabinets.
Take advantage of
Labor Day sale at Akel's Flooring and Cabinets.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
cabinets, and more. Up to 50% off. Sales tax paid.
see store for details. At Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
for less.
For less.
Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza.
My name is Brandon Aker. I'm the owner and pharmacist here at Aker Family Pharmacy in Maumelle. So here in our pharmacy, we like to focus on a hyper-personalized relationship with our patients, and that continues into our service sets. So we offer free delivery, curbside vaccinations, as well as custom compounded medications, including extended hours as well. I think you don't know the level of intimacy that you're going to get with your patients until you really get in it, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your Maumelle Hornets High School Band.
Change of plans, Whitehall band, get ready. Prepare to be on as the Bulldogs marching band under the direction of Mr. Cameron Willis, Krista Haynes, Kelsey Hicks, and Adriana Dixon presents Ancient Wonders of the World. The band is under the command of drum majors Caitlin Murphy, Addison Johnson, and Demir Johnson. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may take the field in halftime performance.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we are back live here from Bulldog Stadium in Whitehall. Whitehall leads this one 21-7, so our Hornets have got some work to do in the second half. And thanks to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jim Ashley. I got our stats over here, so let me pull this up, and we'll let you know how things go. A little scoring recap for you. As Whitehall started the scoring, 12 seconds left in the first quarter, a Kylan Davis 1-yard touchdown run made it 7-0 after the extra point by Zane Davis. So 7-0 in the first. Whitehall. Then Elijah Newell on a 4-yard touchdown run where he went down and under a man to get into the end zone. The Cooper Forest extra point tied the game at 7, but it's been all Whitehall since then. Braden Bell, 29-yard touchdown pass from Noah Smith. The extra point made it 14-7, and then Noah Smith an 18-yard run that made it 21-7. So 14 unanswered by the Bulldogs. And Tyler, what's the keys to this Hornet team in the second half being able to get back in this thing?
I mean, offensively, you got to be able to run the ball. We've talked about that Whitehall's pretty stout in the middle. You got to be able to run the ball, see if you can get on the edge some. But if you can't run the ball, then they're going to be able to drop back and pressure or drop back and then pressure you on offense and make it difficult for Bjork to get the ball away. Defensively, right, we're getting some pressure. Whenever they're trying to throw the ball, we've slowed down the run, but they've thrown the ball now, and then the quarterback run off of throwing the ball has been really difficult to stop. So you got to make sure you set the edge, stay in your lanes defensively, and try and get hands on them. But you got to slow down the quarterback by any means necessary, and don't let him get outside.
And it seems like Whitehall found a little something there late in that second quarter. A big piece of what we talked with Maupin about was their ability to be able to run it inside. And the Hornets kind of took that away a little bit, and then they went to the passing game. And the passing game, they found a lot of success, not just being able to throw it, but it seems like it's opened up a lot of room for Noah Smith to be able to run it.
Yeah, we've dropped back and we started to cover late, especially on that last touchdown. We had him covered, but Noah Smith just drops back. He looks around once, there's nothing there. He tucks it and he runs, and we just don't have anybody there to be able to slow him down. We got to get a spy in the middle, and then our defensive ends have got to set that edge and not let him get outside of them.
Another obvious huge key in this one, the penalties. The penalties have been huge in this first half. I'm looking to see, I can't remember if Jim puts the penalty yardage numbers on here, but obviously that first drive where we had 40 yards in penalties, 2 personal fouls, as well as a hold on that drive, and I think I lost count, but we're somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5, maybe 6 personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. That's a lot of yardage. It's really hurting your team out there.
I mean, you're pushing 100 yards. I think you're pretty close to it, if not past it, just in the first half of penalties. And I mean, 100 yards, that's bad for a team to get on an entire game, right? But you get that in the first half, and a lot of them are your chunk penalties, your personal fouls, your holdings. It's something that you really got to clean up, and Coach Maupin's really zeroed in on that at halftime to get that stuff cleaned up. I mean, we had our first drive, we left 7 points on the board just because of 40 yards of penalties, and it's a different game if you score on that first drive.
Yeah, so 8 penalties for 73 yards is what we got here on the stat sheet in that first half. And again, so many of them were in such key situations and such big penalties that really hurt. Again, thanks for joining us for our Akel's halftime show here. And say big thanks to our friends over at Akel's for sponsoring our halftime show as well as our kickoff. And you look at the rushing numbers in that first half. Worsham led the way for the Hornets with 44 yards, a 6.3-yard average. But then after that, Bjork with just 14 net yards, Elijah Newell with 4. And then Bjork threw for 104 on 9 of 13 passing, but he did have the one big interception that set up another touchdown for Whitehall there at the end of the first half. Alan Timmons, your leading receiver, 3 catches for 40 yards. Elijah Newell right behind him with 3 catches for 36 yards. On the Whitehall side, Noah Smith, the leading rusher, leads all rushers in this game. 10 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. He's averaging 10.3 yards every time he takes off with it. And then passing-wise, he's had a very, very efficient first half. 7 out of 10, 86 yards and a touchdown. And so Noah Smith's going to be the key. The Smith kids have been 2 young men that we've had a lot of problems stopping over the last couple years since I've come down here and watched them. And I know they gave Mills fits last year in what was a really, really good competitive game here. But again, if the Hornets want to get something going, first off, you got to get it going on this first drive to start the second half. You're going to get the ball to get things started. Got to find a way to move the ball down the field, whether it's the rush or the pass. You've done a good job. You've been able to be physical at times. You just got to hone it in and be more disciplined in the second half.
Yeah, I've talked about momentum on multiple occasions already tonight, and this first possession is a huge momentum possession, whether you're Whitehall or Maumelle. If you're Maumelle and you can punch another one in, make it a one-possession game, you really get a swing to your side. If you get stopped, then it's just going to exponentially increase Whitehall's momentum there, and it's going to be difficult to come back from that. So it's a huge possession. Again, you've got to make sure you can run the football a little bit to set up that pass. We've struggled, especially in the second quarter, to really get anything going on the ground.
So jump over to the Fearless Friday scoreboard and give you a rundown of the scores across the state. it's been one heck of a first half of most of these games as we jump. I'm going to jump right into it. Parkview in 7A play is the 5A state champions going to battle with the 7A state champions. Bryant coming off of that huge win as they went and played the number 1 team in Missouri last week. Parkview's look really good. Parkview leads at the half, 28-20, in what has been a great game there in the first half of that one. So big lead there. We'll see if they can hold it there at Bryant. Bryant's not lost a game to an in-state school in something like 5 years, so that would be probably the shock across the state if a 5A school in Parkview could go in there and knock off Bryant tonight.
Yeah, Parkview, they might be the most physically gifted team in the state, though. So they got, great coaching staff over there. So they've definitely got a shot. If anybody's got a shot, especially lower classifications, it's going to be that Parkview team.
So as we look across some 5A scores, as we've all gotten into conference play this week, Mills 34-8 over BB. That game's at the half. Valonia and Morrilton are all tied up at the half at 7. Pine Bluff leads Watson Chapel 27-8. Of course, our score is 21-7. And let's see, we got some other 5A schools that have not quite gotten into conference play yet. So I think that's all the conference matchups. As Harrison and Batesville are playing a 5A East-West game, Harrison leads Batesville 41-0 in the third quarter of that one. So Batesville not responding well after the loss last week to Maumelle.
Not great.
Another big one, Shiloh Christian, they're coming off that huge win. Bo Williams, over 400 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns against Little Rock Christian last week. There's no hangover for them this week as they lead Oklahoma Victory Christian 53-14 at the half. And, again, you saw last night where Little Rock Christian, they didn't have any problems as they were able to really bounce back as they beat Lake Hamilton team. It's kind of going through a little bit of a rebuild right now. Lake Hamilton's been good the last few years. Got some work to do this year as they're kind of transitioning, but big win there for them. Another big game in the state right now that's going on over on Mustang Mountain. CAC leads Bauxite. That game's at the half. A lot of highlights, I guarantee, going to come out of that one. 36-25, the score at the half right now over on Mustang Mountain.
You got 2 Razorback commits in that game, right? Got Wimberly maybe for Bauxite, and then the quarterback for CAC, can't think of his name.
Is it Grayson something? Is that right? Grayson Allen maybe? No, that's not right. That's a basketball player.
but 2 Arkansas
I think
commits.
it's Grayson or something like that. Here I am, terrible.
But big game, big-time athletes at some smaller schools, right? In the state, you don't see as many come out of those schools, but you got 2 big-time ones there.
You know what I forgot to ask? I'm not sure. I wonder if I can find that. My buddy Aaron Weatherford, I think they had an 8-man broadcast tonight. I'm not sure where they're at tonight.
Let's see if I can't figure out.
So I think that's the majority of the interesting scores around the state is kind of scrolling through some of these small school scores. And
so Marcus Wimberly's Bauxite and Grayson Wilson.
I knew it was Grayson something. I was halfway there.
You got it.
I just went to the wrong sport. Yeah. So
if you've watched any Grayson Allen game, I think Grayson Wilson might be a little bit less polarizing than Grayson Allen too.
I don't know why that's the first name that came to me. Fayetteville, we were talking about this game in the second quarter. Fayetteville leads Northside 56-0. They may just have to call that game at the half. Man.
I don't know how you get that bad in half.
6A conference play has also started tonight. Benton in a game that Sylvan Hills was kind of hanging around early. 7-0 lead, 7-7. Again, no Braylon Russell in that game. Benton's down to their third-string quarterback. But Benton up 21-7 as that game has gone to the half. And Coach Hoole's got some work to do over at Sylvan Hills. And I was talking with Jake, our play-by-play guy, earlier about that. And I think the biggest key right now is just to keep those kids motivated and just keep them pushing towards the finish line of the season. You're a little depleted. They've got good numbers, but they're young. But from what I understand, there is a lot of talent in the 8th and 9th grade as they're moving their way up. And so, Jason or JJ can keep them there, and he can coach them up. He's got a great staff over there. And so I expect great things to come out of Sylvan Hills in the future. It might not be this year. This may be a down year. But what do they get 6 out of that conference to get into the playoffs now?
It's nearly everybody.
Yeah, just about everybody. So you still got a chance to get the playoffs. You can get some things going throughout the year. And the bottom half of that 6A conference of the East is pretty weak. So opportunity to get some wins there in some different spots. But some other scores from across 6A as conference play has gotten started. Catholic leads Greene County Tech at the half, 23-0. Greenwood over Mountain Home at the half, 35-7. A little bit of a shocking score. Russellville at the half leads PA 20-18, and maybe PA feeling some of the effects of that emotional victory they got over Madison Ridgeland last week.
And did they go to Madison Ridgeland, or was it?
I think they were. I think that game was here, but don't hold me to that. I just said Grayson Allen a minute ago, so obviously don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're ready for our second half. Hornets got the return team out there a little late, as they've got everybody back finally. It'll be Worsham as well as Newell back to return. Set to kick this one off will be Zane Davis for the Bulldogs. And we'll get a foot into it on our Ackles kickoff. High, good kick. As Newell comes up and picks it up at the 9-yard line and makes the first man miss, gets across the 20, looking for some green grass. He's got some in front of him and just tripped up at the 41-yard line. But Elijah Newell again showing what a weapon he is in the return game, in great field position to start the second half for the Hornets.
Yeah, Newell able to give you a good starting spot, right? Set the offense up, make them a little comfortable, aren't in the shadow of their end zone or anything, give them some room to work. Hopefully they have a chance to come out and do something. Come out and show what they can do, set the tone for the second half. It's a whole new half. You're down by 2 possessions, but you can make it a pretty brand new ball game if you can punch one in right here.
We've got a good stream of folks watching again here in the second half. Appreciate everybody joining us. Now Bjork fakes the handoff. Quick little bubble out to Frost. Frost, oh, what a move. Across midfield, couldn't quite keep his feet. And it's a little different level of explosion out of Frost on that play.
Yeah, it was nice. That's a guy that, I don't know that he touched the ball a ton last week. I can't remember for sure, but that's a guy. He's going to get his hands on the ball, and he's going to make something happen. Make sure Coach calls his number a couple more times this half.
And I believe I saw on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, that Frost is headed up for an unofficial visit on the Hill tomorrow.
Okay.
Andrews got it. He'll give it away to Worsham. Worsham.
There you go.
Nice job to seal the outside. Worsham spin move across the 45 all the way down to the 40-yard line. And again, Mr. Make something out of nothing. It's 7 yards out of that play all the way to the 40-yard line.
Positive plays, positive plays. I'm not sure where that run was supposed to end up. The track he took looked like he was trying to go inside, but there's nothing there. It was all jumbled up. But like you said, able to seal the outside, makes a good cut, gets out there and gets positive yards.
So trips to the near side of the field. Andrew gets it, and he'll fake it, looking for the slant. Frost couldn't quite bring it down. That'll bring up a third down.
Yep, a little high. Maumelle coaching staff wants the PI. The backhand of that defensive back kind of pulled Frost around as he tried to make the play, but that's a bang-bang play. You're not going to get that too often, especially at the high school level. NFL, you may get that because they're real ticky-tack there, but I don't know that you'll see it too much in high school.
And Frost got that one in the hands. You got to just bring that one in. So Andrew is standing at the 45-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and 3. Motion man is Frost. They'll pitch it to him. Frost trying to get to the outside. Nothing there. Great pursuit by the Bulldogs. Hornets going to lose 4, maybe 5 yards all the way back to the 45-yard line. They get the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 7 now.
That's 21, Marshawn Jordan for the Bulldogs. We've called his name a few times now too. Like you said, he's flying around. He showed some real sideline-to-sideline speed from the linebacker position on that play.
Well, this is a key play in the game. I know it's super early in the second half, and I don't want to try to talk something up that's not big, but this is a big opportunity for both of these teams. The Hornets do not want to go with a 3 and out to start the second half.
And let the Bulldogs start around midfield on their possession.
Yeah. York's got it, looking left. Nice route there by Barham. He broke it. Barham's off to the races. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 as Barham scores the American Pie Pizza touchdown.
And, Steve, I'll just believe you on that one. I saw him catch the ball, and that's about all I could watch. So I can't get as excited as you did there, but you called it. 4th and 7, a huge play for momentum, a huge play for the rest of this game, and Barham makes a play. Good ball by Bjork. Really good route by Barham to get to the sticks. And you think he's just going to step out of bounds right there from what I can see, but he makes a guy miss. He gets north. He scores a touchdown.
Yeah, he was able to get out of that. I was surprised that he was able to get out of it. And obviously broke free and does the rest himself. An extra point. A good job by Bjork to get that down as Forrest knocks it through. The extra point's good. And with 9:54 left in the third, Maumelle cuts the Whitehall lead down to 21-14.
We talked about it. We said they've got to get something going. You had a negative play there. You had really good positive plays back to back to back. Had a negative play to really put you behind the sticks on fourth down and able to come through. Big momentum shift there. Defense come out, get a stop, and you got yourself a ball game again. It was starting to look like it was falling out of the grasp of Maumelle, but Coach Maupin and the staff and the team's not going to let that happen at halftime. Make some adjustments, come out, and get some of that back.
So Forrest set to kick this one off. He'll kick this one back deep. It'll actually go over the heads of both returners. They're going to have to pick it up at about the 8-yard line. Get it across the 15. Can't see a number. And a big hit at the 20-yard line. Huge hit at the 20, as that was number 3. That's Jalen Joyner, one of the men on that tackle. Jalen Joyner, that's a name we haven't said a whole lot. Haven't seen him in the backfield at all this season.
We talked about him a little bit at the Sylvan Hills game, but hadn't had anything yet.
So Whitehall will start this possession at the 20-yard line after the Hornets open the second half with a big score on fourth down. Now looking to the right side as Jaden Smith's going to be bumped out of bounds. No gain on the play. Might have got a yard when it's all said and done.
Couldn't quite see that one, but again, if you can slow down this run game, put them in a situation you want them, 2nd and long, 3rd and long, make them throw the ball, but just make sure that you keep that quarterback under wraps and keep your eye on him at the second level.
Tyler, I'll give you the AC spot for a few minutes. It feels really good right there. So 2nd down and 9 here. As Noah Smith going to roll to his right, wants to throw back, pressure coming, and just throws it up, and he's got a man. And he didn't knock out, the ball's out, but it goes out of bounds. Ooh, that was a big break for Whitehall. That's number 2. Is that Braden Bell who made that catch and run?
Yeah, Smith. I mean, that's the big no-no in the quarterback world. Throw it back across your body, but he had 2 running open, and I think he took a little bit of a hit, whenever he got rid of that. But it was a good ball. Just a ball that it's risky. Quarterback coaches don't like to see it, but it worked out that time.
So big Acre Pharmacy first down there for the Bulldogs. And Noah Smith back in the shotgun. He'll keep it, and the Hornets, great job. Michael Candler, the first one there, as he throws him down along with Jonathan Williams and B.J. Beats.
Yeah, Candler's figured out how to play that mesh a little bit better, and he's been a lot more disruptive the second part of the second quarter, and then obviously on that play, he's figured out that mesh a little bit. That's something you got to see a little bit more to figure out how you really need to play it.
So 2nd down and 12. Smith got a man open to the left side. That's Bell, I believe, as he makes a nice little stutter step inside, breaking tackle, and a big hit from behind. That was Candler again. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, man, looks like you almost had him dead to rights, had a guy on each side of him, overran it a little bit. He took a little back step and is able to get some yards. But you like to see the defensive lineman chasing the ball from behind is able to lay a little bit of a hit, bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and I mean, keep hitting them like that. They've had a tough time with ball security in this game, so you never know when you're going to get one of those out. So 3rd down and 2. Smith gives it to Jaden Smith. Jaden dances around. He's got a first down. Just tripped up, or he was going to be off to the races. A 57, I believe, is Devin Lowe.
Was it 7 or 53? May have been Forte.
Okay, I thought I saw 7 on that crumpled up jersey. You may be right, though.
Either one. We'll make sure we say both.
So an Acre Pharmacy first down here. Whitehall moving again. Now hand it away. Jaden this time bottled up, but he got away out to the 30-yard line as he somehow squeezed through that hole and give him 5 yards. And bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
And he's got that really good jump cut right there in the hole. He's able to jump, get a cut real quick and make a guy miss and get back north. That's a real efficient cut that he's got in his toolbox.
So 2nd down and 5 with 7:26 to go, and some of the Whitehall fans getting a little impatient over here. They'll hand it away. New running back into the game. Got some room here is number 23. That is Colin Davis. You haven't seen Jaden Smith come off the field much today.
Only a couple times, and I don't figure he'll be out too long. Brings up a big 3rd and short. Make sure you got a freeze check here. Make sure you're not jumping off sides. But you got to be able to stiffen up, see if you can get a tackle for a loss here, because they've got those heavy guys in, all those blockers on the left side of the line.
I'll go right up again up the middle. Nice hole. Good blocking. That's great execution by the offensive line for the Bulldogs there. As Davis picks up another Acre Pharmacy 1st down. I think the main reason that Jaden Smith wasn't in the game was he had a shoe issue. And now they may roll with the hot hand in Davis. They're in the red zone down to the 18-yard line. They'll fake it. Noah going to roll to his right. Got a couple Hornets chasing him. He outruns them to the 15 and tried to bait him into a hit here, but I think, do we have a PI roofing penalty? No.
Some tape on the ground, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see through this porthole over here. I just saw something on the field. Couldn't tell. Now, I thought I heard somebody say something, but that was a hold.
But almost had him bottled up there. They tried to roll out, play action pass, and it wasn't going. Defensive backs did their job. Just, again, got to make sure you get outside. Don't let him get to the edge.
Well, we do have a discussion here. I think there was a PI roofing penalty. It looks like they're walking something up. I missed what the white hat called there, but I believe we do have a penalty.
All right, here we go. Now he's going to tell somebody something.
It'll be a hold on the defense. Another big penalty on the Hornets here. It's a defensive hold here, so they'll walk this one off from the 18-yard line. A 5-yard penalty. So down to the 13-yard line.
I think that it ends up netting them about 1 more yard, but then they're going to replay 1st down as well.
Jaden Smith back on the field for the Bulldogs, and that's where they go with it. Smith trying to work the outside, now cuts it in. And another PI roofing penalty, and this one's in the neighborhood of holding on the offense.
Holding, or maybe, I hope not, maybe a face mask from where it came in from the side rather than the back. Hopefully you're right, though. I couldn't see either way.
It is a hold this time on Whitehall, so that's a big one. Down for the 3rd time. Now they're going to back it up to where I can't see anymore.
Here you go. Switch.
You can have the porthole for a few minutes.
Rotate over. All right, you got them behind the sticks now. Again, 1st down, but what can you do?
I'll give it to Jaden this time. And, B.J. Beats was ready for him. Great job there as B.J. Beats and Jonathan Williams wrap him up and throw him to the turf.
It's a good play now. 2nd down, able to get 2 of those yards back, but 2nd down, you're behind the stick. It's going to make them, they're getting their blockers out. 48, 44 are some of the guys that come in when they're in that heavier package. They've got their skill players back in. The idea would be to throw the ball, but I wouldn't be surprised to see another read option, another quarterback option to run the ball.
And look for Chris Joe. They've got him split out to the left. They wanted to pump it and go that way. Instead, over the middle got Jaden Smith. Jaden's going to take off. He'll score. Touchdown.
Coach Maupin wants a hold. B.J. Beats was on the edge there, and he was trying to get away from 77. 77 had that right hand on B.J.'s back and wouldn't let him go anywhere. Kind of had him bear hugged, and Coach Maupin was not happy about it. He came running down the sideline yelling at the ref.
Instead, it's an American Pie Pizza touchdown from 21 yards out as Noah Smith finds Jaden Smith. And now with 5:38 left on the clock, we await the extra point. The snap's good. Kick is up. Frost almost got there, but that's about automatic as the kick is up and good. And so with 5:38 to go in the 3rd, Whitehall is up 28-14.
That's a tough one. You had a chance, had them 2nd and long behind the sticks. You just got to make those count. You can't give up those, especially those cheap ones. At least be able to make a tackle there when the ball is complete.
I think I just heard something about dollar burgers.
You gonna run down there real quick?
Nah, I'm good. I can wait. I didn't eat on the way here, so I'm going to be hungry on the way home.
Unfortunately, there's not anything between here and the interstate.
There's not. Or really between here and Little Rock, for that matter. About set for our Eccles kickoff. Elijah Newell, Jaden Worsham back to return. Oh, and they're going to try the onside kick. Candler's got to pick it up, and he does. Now Candler going to get around the corner. Candler slips at the 44. I think he was down. Now they'll blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Well, that was a little scary. Candler went back running for it. I was like, just fall down. Please just fall down. I don't know what kind of ball carrier you are, but please just fall down.
And then you had another guy up front, he kept running from it. He wasn't quite sure exactly what to do in that situation. Whitehall's got a player down. Can't tell who it is.
Coach Vincent, training staff make their way over there as it's right on midfield on the Maumelle sideline. He's down on his knees. I'm with you, Tyler. I can't see, but he ends up getting up to his feet. It's 26.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
If it is, that's Braylon Gaston, sophomore linebacker. A noticeable limp, but coming off pretty much under his own power. Got a little help from the trainer. Either 26 or 28. It is 26 Gaston. So it'll be Hornet football from the 44-yard line. And man, Tyler, you talk about trying to put the dagger in. If they could have picked that one up. And
they were trying to step on the proverbial throat there.
All right, so Bjork, I can't tell who that is next to him and didn't pay attention. He faked the handoff. Bjork's got pressure coming. He takes off. Bjork going to run it to the left. Has to try to run through some guys, and he does. Bjork about 4 out to the 48, maybe the 47-yard lines where they're going to spot this one. So it'll be a gain in 3 on the play.
I think it's Bubba back there in the backfield right now.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 here. Didn't really expect a high-scoring affair in this one, but Whitehall's done a great job, and Hornets have responded at times. Got to have a response here. They'll give it to Bubba. Big hole for Bubba Johnson across the 40. He runs the man over out at the 38-yard line.
Got another injury.
Yeah, he is very slow to get up, and that's a tough one. That's number 11. That is Savon Slater, who is not wanting to get up off the turf right now. He took the worst end of that one from Bubba Johnson. Now he says, I'm going to get up. Going to have to come off the field, though, as they stopped play. He's up, going to run off. Looks like an ankle or a knee little tweak there, but at least he's coming out on his own power.
Bubba Johnson comes out after that play, but it looked like some fresh legs there. Maybe gave it a little spark.
So another Acre Pharmacy first down here is Bjork. Gets the snap this time, fakes it to Worsham, going to the left side, but a great job this time. And Bjork broke it. Bjork breaks free across the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. He's going to be very close to a first down. I think he's a yard shy. I think they're spotted at the 29, so 2 yards shy of another Acre Pharmacy first down. I don't know how he got away from him.
Man, he had 2 blockers out in front of him, but unfortunately, those 2 blockers couldn't get a hand on either of those defenders, but Bjork just ran right by him.
So 2nd down and 2 here. Bjork, he wants to throw into the – oh, boy, tough pass there. That one –
got there early.
PI roofing penalty is thrown, and these Whitehall fans are not going to be happy about that call.
It was close, right? It was a close one, but he might have got there just a tad bit early.
I think the issue is I think maybe the fans felt it was a little late to give him the call.
Well, he just couldn't get his flag out.
Yeah.
That's it. He had tried to throw it earlier.
So that will be a first down after the PI roofing penalty. So They'll walk this one down to the 15-yard line, so that's another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets, actually make it the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 Hornets from there. Bjork gets it, and away to Worsham up the middle, and that one collapses quickly. And PI roofing penalties flags fly in to the turf here, and we'll see what this call is if that's a hold, it's the most inefficient hold we've ever had.
Hey, he pointed towards White. Face mask.
Face mask, that's big, boy. That's a tough one. That's one of those, if you're Whitehall, that's a tough penalty because you had the Hornets stopped, and instead it's going to be 1st down and about 3. So now Bubba Johnson is your running back. Barham and Timmons to the left side. Hilliard and Frost to the right side. No Newell on the field here. Bjork gets it. Going to throw left quickly, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. That one's knocked down by Whitehall. Missed who got a hand on it. I think it was 27. And it was. That's Braden Smith. You got a piece of that one. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. So the Hornets need the 9 for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to keep it away from Big 77 in the middle. They will throw it. Bjork up over the middle. Oh, boy. If not for the official, that ball is probably intercepted.
And he had pressure in his face early. As soon as the ball was snapped, had 2 guys coming through the middle of that line. Made for a difficult ball.
No, I'm not one to sit up here from my bird's eye view and try to question the guys that get paid to call the games, but 2 pass plays on 1st down and 3 here. I think I would have rather seen give the ball to Bubba Johnson there. Now this Whitehall crowd, as you can hear, is going to get loud. They do their best to destroy these aluminum stands. Now Bjork, he wants to run to the right. Oh, and a man right behind him, but he broke it. Cannot break free throws. He's going to lose a yard back to the 13-yard line. That play was doomed from the beginning.
Yeah, and it took a while to develop, too. 3rd and 3, you want to get there quick, but it took a while for Bjork to even get started and gave, I think, 27 maybe from the backside a chance to get there.
Yeah, Braden Smith, who just got the pass breakup on the play before. So 4th down and 4 now for the Hornets. Fakes it, going to throw to the right, and that's a miscommunication. His receiver cut in, the ball was thrown out, and the Hornets are going to turn it over on downs here after what was a promising drive.
That's gut-wrenching inside the 10. You got 1st and 3 and not able to do anything. You lose a yard on 4 downs. That's big, and that what we've talked about, the momentum. That's tough for a team to try and get back from.
And they'll try to regroup after that one. And now the defense has got to stand tall here. We've not been able to get many stops on Whitehall since that first possession where they fumbled the ball away to us. Whitehall's really kind of done whatever they wanted to offensively since that point of the game. And now they'll go to Jaden. Noah kept it. Noah Smith trying to break free. He's out across the 15. He's going to be very close to an Acre Pharmacy 1st down. About a yard shot, the 17-yard line. And again, they're really gashing this Hornet defense right now.
Yeah, and we talked earlier about how much I like to run the ball, right? Into the first half, they started hurting us throwing it, but, being up 2 scores now, they met with getting close to, I can't see the scoreboard, but, you're going to start eating more time off the clock. They're going to try and keep it running.
Yeah, down to 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. They'll give it away to Jaden Smith. He's got the Acre Pharmacy 1st down. He's picked up and pile-driven down to the turf at the 21-yard line. But again, another 1st down for the Bulldogs.
It's just going to keep that clock running. They're trying to get to the 4th quarter as quickly as they can at this point.
And Maumelle, if you're You got to figure out a way to get a stop here, rip a ball out, get a turnover. That's really the way you got things started early in the game. But from the outset, really, Whitehall's not had too many problems moving it. Noah's going to keep it this time, and it's blocked really well. Cuts across as Newell trying to ride with him down to the 30. And again, I think they got enough here for an Acre Pharmacy first down, and they do. Another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Bulldogs. And now with 2:26 to go in the third. And 2:25 to go in the third. Whitehall starting to impose a little will here.
It's looking like they're trying to rip that ball out. That's part of the reason that you're getting these extra yardage after you're getting some contact. They're holding them up, trying to get the ball out, and it's just not working just yet.
Noah hands it away. No, the ball. Oh, I thought he fumbled it. It's a new running back into the game. I think that's number 8. That's Jamarion Black, who we've not seen at all today. He'll get 4 out to the 35-yard line.
That's one where it looked like you had him in the backfield, and he's just able to, again, make positive yards.
It's so important to try to get off to a good start. You really want to start conference play 1-0. Hornets have done a good job to start the season at 2-0, but you get into conference play, and this is when things really start to matter. And they'll fake it. Noah Smith going to run to the left side. The Hornets were there. He breaks the tackle. PI roofing penalty on the floor. Oh, and look at Noah Smith. He's going to spin around. He's going to waste a lot of energy here as Elijah Newell runs him down at the 22-yard line. But this one's going to be coming all the way back as we got a PI roofing penalty on the field at the 35. And you think that's against 59?
He's the only guy still standing back there, and he's kind of on his hands and knees. Looks like he might be feeling sorry for what just occurred.
That's Nate Livingston. That's a huge penalty as, again, the Hornets are struggling to get Noah Smith to the turf.
Listen, every offensive lineman's been in that position. If you ever played offensive line, you've been in that spot. You're the guy that held. You're the reason that play that just went for 40 is coming back, and you're the only one standing back there waiting for everybody else.
So I've never played on the offensive line. My little brother was a starter at Bryant from his sophomore year on at center. I need to ask him, was there ever a moment where you got called for a hold and your quarterback or running back had a big play and you just wanted to yell, "Stop running!
Just go down."
I screwed up, man. Stop. Now they'll pitch this one out to Jaden Smith, and great job by the defense this time as Jonathan Williams was waiting on him at the, looks like the 23-yard line, so a loss of 2 on the play.
So it looks like bringing up a third and long, This is where you want them. If you can get a stop right here, you assume they're going to try and throw it. Got to make sure you keep the quarterback bottled up. Don't let him get out and hurt you with his feet again.
Noah looking. He wants to throw it. He's got his man. Jaden Smith broke free of everybody off to the races. Inside the 30, they're not going to catch him. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Jaden Smith. Whitehall has now built a 3-score lead after the American Pie Pizza touchdown.
And Smith just kind of ran by you right there and couldn't do anything about it.
A great throw, too, by Noah Smith. He just laid that one in there, dropped it in the bucket. Jaden ran underneath it, and nobody was going to catch him. The extra point is up, and it is good. And with 22 seconds left in the third quarter, Whitehall's built a 35-14 lead after the 77-yard touchdown connection between Noah Smith and Jaden Smith.
Yeah, tough way to get close in that third quarter. You got them 3rd and long. You got a chance to get the ball back, and you give up a big one, a big bomb. That's tough to come back from.
Talk about what a backbreaker that is, though, to know you've got a team that just stopped you on a 4th down inside the red zone to turn the ball over on downs, and you feel like you've got them stopped. You got them where you want them on a 3rd and long, and you let the running back get behind you for a big touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, again, it's tough to come back from. We've seen a lot of fight. Last week, especially when Batesville came back and made it a close one, Maumelle was able to stay strong, so hopefully you continue to see that fight here and see if you can turn it back into a game.
So set to kick this one off. Our Ankles kickoff will be Zane Davis. Let's see if he kicks it deep, and he will kick this one deep. Newell's going to run underneath it to return it. Dropped it. Picks it back up at the 15. Now Elijah trying to make a man miss. He does. And going to be tripped up down at the 35-yard line. Thornton had a few words for him on the turf. And that's where the Hornets will start this drive with 14 seconds left in the third, trailing by 21.
See what this Hornet offense has dialed up. See if they can't try and get the ball moving again. You know, you had an opportunity last possession, and it just kind of came back once you got inside that red zone and couldn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, this has been an explosive offense, but they've been able to use the run to really set it up, and Whitehall's done a good job of really shutting down the Hornet rushing attack. That's where they'll go with it. Instead, Bjork kept it, and Bjork is met in the backfield. No gain, maybe a yard to the 40 or to the 38-yard line. That should be the last play of the third quarter, and it is. So that's going to do it for our third quarter after 3. Whitehall leads this one 35-14. See if our Hornets can make a comeback in the fourth right here on the Maumelle Sports Network.
My name is Brandon Aker. I'm the owner and pharmacist here at Aker Family Pharmacy in Maumelle. So here in our pharmacy, we like to focus on a hyper-personalized relationship with our patients, and that continues into our service sets. Curbside vaccinations, as well as custom compounded medications, including extended hours as well. I think you don't know the level of intimacy that you're going to get with your patients until you really get in it, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're set for our fourth quarter of play here as Hornets looking at a second down and about 9. Bjork's got it, fakes it, gives it out to Newell. Newell tipped off his hands. That was a little wide of him. So that'll bring up a third down and 9.
Things are getting a little chippy in the trenches. If you're Maumelle, you can't let a 3-possession deficit get in your head and cause you to do something that you know you shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, the game is far from over at this point. There's still a lot of football to be played. Obviously, it's not gone our way, but if you can score here, you put yourself in a much better position, obviously.
A lot can be done in a quarter.
Bjork wanting to throw, and he is pressured and thrown down in the backfield. Ball came out at the end of the play.
Looks like Whitehead said he's down.
I think they were down anyway. And I think Bjork wants a face mask on the play. It definitely looked like he got taken down by his head, but couldn't tell if they got a face mask or not.
And I think they sent maybe three guys on that pass, and they still gave up a sack. You know, got to be able to protect right there. And we got
bringing in some extra protection, or are we going to punt this? We're going to punt it. Yeah, Timmons going to go back and kick this one. An update from Sylvan Hills. Benton's built a 35-7 lead there in the third. 3:05 left to go in the third quarter. The Hornets a little unorganized. There is the PI roofing penalty, so back them up 5 more. And Benton just scored again, so make it 41-7, pending the extra point. We'll look over at the Mills Sports Network. And Mills having no problems with BB with 3:25 to go in the third quarter there. Mills leads that one 41-8. Again, a quick reminder, you guys make sure you hit that subscribe button. Timmons gets off a high kick, fair catch called for and made. About the 46-yard line. And that's where Whitehall start their first possession of the fourth quarter.
Getting close to that do-or-die possession defensively. If you can't make another stop, that's where it starts to get much more grim.
Update from down in Bryant. Parkview still leads that one as they're in the fourth. It's 28-27. Hornets need a Preferably a turnover would be great here, but at least a 3 and out. Can't let Whitehall continue to just march down the field. Obviously a touchdown here pretty much puts this one away. Give it away, Jaden Smith. Candler was back there, couldn't get him. Jaden now up the field, gets around, beats, breaks the tackle. Boy, Jaden Smith running the ball hard as Timmons couldn't bring him down. And another impressive run out of Jaden Smith. Has got some extracurriculars going on down here at the 28-yard line. That was Joe and I think Worsham going at it all the way down to the 29-yard line.
You've seen a lot of really strong legs running the ball tonight for the Bulldogs. Really good leg drive, keeping those feet moving and finishing these runs.
That was another Acre Pharmacy first down, and Whitehall right now trying to stick the dagger in here. I'll hand it away to up the middle. That's not Jaden Smith. Who is that? That's 23. Davis.
Yep, Colin Davis.
There goes Jalen Harris. Big Jalen Harrison on the tackle.
Got to avoid. Can't let them keep chunking you up right here. Got to get a tackle for a loss.
2nd down and 4 with 10 minutes to go in the ball game. At this point, you really got to try to get a turnover. Whitehall's also, at least from the extra points, looks like they got a pretty strong leg kicker. Go back to Davis again. It's Jalen Harris, all 375 pounds, ends up on top of Davis. But Davis has got another Acre Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, 2 straight tackles there by Jalen Harris, but both of them 5 yards downfield, and that's good making the tackle. But typically your defensive linemen don't need them making tackles 5 yards downfield. You want them making them 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And right now, this Whitehall offensive line's doing some pretty dirty work down there. They are really getting some great pushes, and then the Hornets aren't helping themselves out by not tackling well. Now Noah Smith going to keep it. Boy, Noah just dragging Hornets with him as he's down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. It'll be about 2 yards shy of another Acre Pharmacy first down. And Tyler, this is a back-breaking drive.
Yeah, that's what it was. If you couldn't get a stop here, because it wasn't going to be a home run play, right? They're trying to get time off the clock, and they're just chunking you each play 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards.
And they'll hand it away again. Davis. Oh, what a move. That's not Davis. That's Black. And Black finds the black end zone. Whitehall has now built a 41-14 lead pending our extra point.
That's a tough one. That's one, as you said at the start of possession, now you're getting to a point under 9 minutes left. It's starting to look like it might unfortunately be wrapping up.
Extra point is up, and it is good. And with 8:38 to go in the ball game, Whitehall has built a 42-14 lead.
Big thing you're looking for here. It's tough to make up that many scores with the time you got left, but you got to look for fight. Got to look to make sure that the team continues to fight, continues to play. Last thing you want to see as a coaching staff from the sidelines is anybody to give up. You want to pick your heads up, see how well you can finish the game, and get ready for the next week you play.
And that's a great point as well, because this is where you start to figure out just how much of that character and how much of that culture is being driven into your program by Coach Maupin, because you've had a lot of great success through the first 2 weeks of the season. Now you're getting punched in the mouth. Whitehall has really just beat you up from about the second quarter on. They've dominated this game offensively, and what you don't want to do is see guys on the sideline frustrated. Obviously, you don't want to lose, but you can go back to the drawing board. You got a bye week after this. You can really fix some things as you get deeper into conference play. So this one returnable is Newell going to try to do something with it as he's out across the 15, the 20, 25, 30 out to the 35-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 36-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start this drive.
Yeah, this is where you really figure out who you are who you are as a player, who you are as a person, and you know, as a team and as a coaching staff. You learn more about somebody whenever they're down than you do whenever they're up.
Just giving an update. Batesville trails 56-7 as that game goes to the fourth. So after our Ackles kickoff was returned out to the 36-yard line, the Hornets again late getting out off the sideline here, and Hornets just kinds of unorganized right now. That is the third or fourth delay of game, and strangely enough, what I think 3 of them have come off of possession changes.
Yeah, they've come off of, you know, having time to talk, at least talk with your quarterback, because he's playing one way and get a call in. So those are ones definitely want to get fixed before your next game.
Bjork gets it. Give it to Worsham. Worsham to the left side. Got a good push this time, but he is slung down at the 33-yard line. So he gets about 3 of the 5 penalty yards back. Looks like maybe just 2 yards, so I guess it was 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 here.
We got some extracurriculars again towards the end of the play. Got to make sure you keep your head in these situations.
Cato Hunter in the game at wide receiver right now. As Andrew gets it, they're going to set up the screen. He's a little high. Good job to bring it down there. That's Jonathan Frost. Frost is going to do a good job to get about 10 on the play. He's going to be 2 yards shy of a first down and bring up 3rd down and 2.
Good job by Bjork getting away as he's in his back pedal running away from the defensive lineman who were supposed to be back there. And then Frost able to go up and pick it out of the air and get something positive.
So 3rd and 2. And short yardage is really where the Hornets have struggled tonight. Give it away to Worsham. Worsham trying to get the right side. Nice cut inside. It'll give him a first down. He really earned that 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain out to the 48-yard line. So that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, this Bulldog defense has a few guys that fly around and they'll pop you. Had some really good plays so far.
This is a Whitehall team that had some expectations this year. Obviously with the losses of Ben Reddicks and then, of course, Coach Ryan Mallett. That really potentially could have derailed things, but they're showing it right now here in the opening game of conference play, just why they were thought to maybe be a team that could contend for one of those 4 spots in the playoffs. Bjork wanted to go deep. Instead, throws it up over the middle. Nice throw and catch there. As that is, trying to see the number, that's Karsten Hilliard on the catch inside the 40 to the 38. And that'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
Really good ball where only Karsten could get to it in really strong hands. Because he had a defender's hand in there trying to rip it out the entire time.
We talk so much about these running backs, and I remember last year one of the big keys to the team and one of the big reasons why our guy Weston Pierce had some issues at times was we were really limited at the wide receiver position. But, man, they got a lot of pass catchers on this squad this year. Fake it to Bubba. Bjork wants to go deep. Instead, he's going to have to take off with it. And Bjork taken down, and Cato a little frustrated down here as he walks back up the field. He wanted that deep ball.
Cato wanted him to give him a chance, and he just didn't feel it. And that's what a picker here and there, a couple of tip balls, it makes you second guess some of those balls and not let them go. I couldn't tell if Cato had some space or not there.
I know he was one-on-one, but yeah, I lost him thanks to this wall I can't see through on my right side. And Bjork doing it again. He's got his man this time. Timmons behind the defense, runs under it, and touchdown Hornets as Bjork finds Timmons for the 38-yard touchdown.
There you go, and we talked about it, right? With the time left, you're not sure that that's going to be real, do much to help you come back and really close out this game and at least try and tie it up. But that's something where you see the character of the team out there. They continue to fight, they continue to play, and they're able to punch another one in.
So Forrest on to kick the extra point. High snap. York gets it down. Kick is up. And it is good. And with 5:34 to go in the ballgame, Hornets cut the lead down to 42-21.
3-possession game. Whitehall's getting their hands team ready. See if you run out the onside kick. See what you can do. See what they've got drawn up to try and get the ball back. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, I'm not going to give the maybe I should have given the Whitehall the announcer jinx.
Should have said, oh, it's over. Whitehall's got it, so we could reverse it on them.
So we'll see if they went to the PA School of Onside Kicks here. Let's see what the Hornets can do. So Forrest, it's out there late. Don't get a delay a game on the onside kick. They're still struggling to figure out where they want to put the football down.
You just heard a fan.
10
Whitehall
seconds.
fan said, watch the onside kick.
And now they got to get the right football out there. And we're going to get a delay a game here.
Or they might reset it. If they
didn't
did have the right ball, yeah, they'll reset it.
So Forrest has got it down. Looks like they're going to try to get a high bounce out of this one. There it is. Takes it, and I think we're getting offsides. There's a PI roofing penalty down at the 40, so we're going to lose that 5 yards anyway.
You needed the offsides because you weren't going to recover that one. Didn't get any of the bounce. Had too much speed on it. Going to have a chance to get there.
Now they'll kick this one from the 35-yard line.
Bringing in a different kicker. Maybe. Or they're going to talk about it again. No, maybe just going to talk about it.
Like the positivity from some of our Hornet fans in the comments. D says keep it going and make this last 5 minutes count.
Got to get something out of it. Until there's no time left on the clock, you can still get something out of it.
Now they'll kick it the other way. Got a chance if it'll stay in bounds, but it's going to roll out of bounds across midfield. And I like the idea, just a little too strong, and so it'll be Whitehall football at around midfield. Looks like it's going to be the 49-yard line is where Whitehall will start this possession.
Yeah, big fan of the adjustment there. Just too much on it. You got to have touch and precision on those onside kicks to even have a chance at them.
So the Hornets have got 3 timeouts to work with here. But you got to really stand up strong if you're this defense and quit letting this offensive line push you around. There's a notable, I don't see 77 not out there.
Now they've ran in their second group. Quarterback's not out there.
It is a little surprising. They will hand this one off. A big hole. Nothing's changing. Oh, hurdles a man. Runs through Newell. Newell finally slams him down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. The new quarterback in there is Wyatt Golden. I couldn't tell if that was who the running back was, if that was Jamarian Black or not. That's another Acre Pharmacy first down. It looks like that was number 15, Jace Johnson on the carry. Johnson listed as a wide receiver. Getting some time at running back as now they're going to let this clock run down.
15, or it could have been 17 at running back.
Oh, I think, yeah, you're right. Who's 17?
17, Xavier Wallace.
Okay. So Golden and Wallace in the backfield. We'll go back to Wallace. Oh, Wallace. Well, he's a strong runner, that's for sure. Inside the 33, 32-yard line as well. Spot this one.
There's a Jalen Joyner sighting again. He came through and made a pretty good hit in the hole right there.
Jalen's a guy, a young man I'd love to see get going. He transferred over last year. I know Maupin was really excited about him when we were at team camp, but then he got beat up a little bit last year. He played through some injuries, missed some time because of injuries, and just never really got healthy enough to get untracked. And so love to see Joyner healthy and flourishing here for the Hornets. Now Golden's going to keep it as he'll run it to the left side. Bubba Johnson is there. But boy, they're going to drive forward again inside the 30. Spot this one at the 29-yard line. That'll bring up a third down. About 6. As we're down to 3:48 left in the ball game.
And they're running that play clock down as low as they can get it before they snap the ball.
Are you at all surprised that they went to the backups this quick?
You had about 5 minutes left of, 4-possession game? Or just a 3-possession game, but it doesn't, with how they've ran the ball, it's not super surprising to me.
It's a good play there as B.J. Beats got to Wallace and pulls him down. So 4th down and 6 from the 29-yard line.
I think they felt comfortable that 3 possessions, 5 minutes, and unfortunately hadn't been too explosive offensively. I think they kind of did their quick math and felt that they were going to be able to run that off even if they had a couple of 3-and-outs.
I guess the reason I found it so kind of surprising to me was they did have the explosive play for the touchdown, or we did. It looks like they're going to let it run down and call timeout, and they will here to talk about this 4th down play. And I guess if there's ever a time you want to find out what you got in your kicker, you could try to kick a field goal here, but you do risk it getting blocked and run back for a touchdown. Then you really change the complexion of this game.
Then you're second-guessing having the backups in.
We'll see. Obviously a great opportunity if you're Coach Vincent and Whitehall to work some second-teamers into what is an important 4th down situation if you're Whitehall. Obviously the game looks to be in hand, but you don't want to give the ball back to our Hornets here and give us any hope to build any more momentum here in the late part of this game. You know, I did back in the day play some NCAA football, and some of those challenges you had to beat where you had to come back from stupid amounts down. So, you know, I know these kids didn't grow up with that, but
that's right, because that's how it works, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I never could beat those challenges. Like, how are you supposed to come back from that far down?
You can't do it in the video game. What makes you think you're going to do it in real life?
So they are going to go for this. It's Wallace and Golden in the backfield. Let's see if they let Golden throw it here. High snap, gets it down, gives it away to Wallace. Wallace finds some room. He's got the first down to the 20-yard line, and that should be enough to get this one done and over with. Down to the 20-yard line, another Acre Pharmacy first down. Now the Hornets are starting to rotate some guys in as well as Jalen Harris back into the game, as well as number 54, Jake Clenny. Mason and Eddington will exit the field for the Hornets. Golden's got it. He'll give it away to Wallace. Another huge hole. And now slung forward, and that's been the story of this one too. Whitehall doesn't go down going backwards very often. They're always falling forward on these plays.
Yeah, even if you're making contact after a yard or two, they're getting an extra 4 or 5. Just their leg drive, how strong they run the ball. So they've had a lot of yards after contact.
95 seconds left here. Hornets going to fall to 2-1, while Whitehall's going to improve to 2-1. But more importantly, Whitehall's going to start conference play out 1-0. The Hornets are going to start out 0-1.
These are when the records really start to matter. It's when you get to the conference records.
Wallace again. He's met in the backfield. That's 24 for the Hornets, who I don't have on my roster.
That's what the PA came and asked us pregame. He said, "Who's 24?" I said, "Well, let me check." I said, "Well, I don't know. We don't have 24 on our roster."
You don't know that one. So we're under a minute, 53 seconds to go in this ball game. Of course, Whitehall, no hurry here. 3rd down and a yard. And they only got to snap it one more time here. They will. Golden will step back, take a knee at the 20-yard line. Unselfish there, gives up some rushing yards on the play. Back to the 20, but that's going to do it. Whitehall with an impressive 42-21 victory here over our Hornets here at Bulldog Stadium here in Whitehall. And tough loss for the Hornets, but they'll regroup. Bye week coming up as the teams are going to meet at midfield, shake hands, and we will. There goes the cannon. You're okay, Kayla. Don't jump out the window. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with our post game here on the Maumelle Sports Network.
Labor Day sale at Akel's Flooring and Cabinets.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
cabinets, and more. Up to 50% off. Sales tax paid.
See store for details. At Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
for less.
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we are going to wrap things up here from Bulldog Stadium. I want to say thanks to everybody for joining us tonight. Tough loss for our Hornets. The final score here from Whitehall, 42-21. And, you know, we were talking there in the break, Tyler, about the mistakes in this one, that obviously a lot of correctable things. The tackling, I think, you know, we'll get away from the discipline piece because the second half was played much better. We didn't have the personal fouls. We didn't have all the issues we had in the first half. So obviously the locker room conversation really centered around some of that, as those were some mistakes that were hurting us. But I think the biggest issue in this one was the poor tackling. The tackling was probably the most glaring issue, as Maumelle had multiple opportunities to get guys down in the backfield or just for short gains, and those plays turned out to be big plays instead.
Yeah, poor tackling. You can credit some of that, obviously, to the Whitehall's runners. They had some really strong runners. Okay, good leg drive, but just tackling was poor. You got to work on your technique. Your technique on the tackle, making sure that you got the same leg drive the runners do, and then also making sure you don't lose that edge, especially when you're trying to contain a quarterback that can run like Whitehall could.
So let's see. I should have had this in front of me as far as our upcoming schedule. Obviously, I know we've got the bye week coming up, but let me get over here to our schedule. We'll have the bye week, and then things don't get any easier. We get to go down and meet Mr. Courtney Crutchfield and the Pine Bluff Zebras at their place, and before finally coming back home on a Thursday night, September 28th, to do battle with Mills. So, it doesn't get any easier. Use the bye week to try to get better, work on the tackling, because you get a couple of guys coming in, or we go down there. You want to talk about guys hard to tackle. Courtney Crutchfield, he's not just hard to tackle, he's just hard to catch, period.
That's a guy that's a top 100 player or so in the nation. That's a guy, it's going to be tough to stop. You're going to have to build something around that guy.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, Courtney Crutchfield could probably go up and play basketball at Arkansas if he wanted to as well. He's that good of a basketball player, just an absolute animal of an athlete. So while I'm excited to see Courtney and in that Pine Bluff game, we want to see our Hornets definitely make some improvements between now and then and get a bye week to do that. So tough break here tonight, though, with the loss. 0-1 in conference play. And I was waiting to see if Jim was going to get me stats before we get out of here. We may have to just share those later. But let me bounce across, and I'll get you updates from our PCSSD Sports Network real quick. As over at Sylvan Hills, that game should be wrapping up. And it is. They're under 2 minutes left. Benton leads that one 48-7. So they're on their way to starting conference play 1-0. And then over on Dixon Road, the Dixon Road Dynasty as they call themselves. And it looks like that one's still got about 7:45 to go. But LSU, I don't know. I saw the LSU at the back of that. I don't know. Man, I need to just go to bed, y'all. Mills leads BB 41-8. And BB driving inside the 20 with about 7 minutes to go in that one. So make sure I don't have the stats over here from Jim yet. I know he's working feverishly for him over there, but maybe just trying to finish some stuff up. All right. Well, we've all got some long drives. Kayla, you got the longest one of all of us. So we're going to finish things up here. We appreciate you guys joining us. And let me give you a quick rundown one more time of our sponsors and remind you of who you need to go see this week. First and foremost, Razorbacks play at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Looking for a place to watch it? Go get you some great pizza from American Pie Pizza. Go see our touchdown sponsor, Tamzy, and the folks over there will take good care of you. 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Give them a call, 501-758-8800, or order online at ampiepizza.com. Our first down sponsor, Acre Family Pharmacy, 1900 Club Manor Drive, Suite 101. Call 501-274-1130 or visit them online at acrepharmacy.com. And huge thanks to Brandon and his team for being such great sponsors of the Maumelle Sports Network. Penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing, 6109 Remount Road. Give them a call at 707-3548 or visit them online at piroofing.com. And, of course, our kickoff and halftime sponsors, Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home, 3 convenient Little Rock locations. Call them at 501-214-0635 or akelscarpet1.com. Tyler, any final thoughts from you?
Man, just take this week, get some stuff fixed and be ready to roll whenever you come to Pine Bluff 2 weeks from now.
All righty. Well, for Christian Webb, Kayla Fletcher, Tyler Chenault, I'm Steve Henson. This has been Hornet Football on the Maumelle Sports Network. We'll see you back here again in about 2 weeks as we visit the Pine